Alrighty guys, welcome in. Hello nerds, hi. So we're gonna actually hop right into the VC with the other members of the SMP here in a moment. So do be kind with them guys, we are doing an in-character panel today. This is just the big panel, in-character panel for the Content SMP's final of the end of the first season. So, hello, how are you guys doing?
Amazing.
Sort of.
Amazing.
Horses.
But it's very good to have you guys here. I hope you've been having a great day.
I missed you, Fee.
That's kind of gay, I'm not gonna lie. Are we ready to start?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh my god, we have the best viewers on streamboo.com.
Ow.
Oh my god, crazy.
Yeah.
God. Dude.
No, give it back.
Alright,
No, I want it back. Give it
Okay. This is
Give it-
beautiful.
I'll wait.
Sorry.
Sorry, Mrs. Fee.
Mrs. Fee!
Sorry, Mr.
I'm gonna die now.
Oh,
Alrighty.
I got it better.
We'll start again from the top, but this time we're not gonna bully Momo from the start. So, Woody, introduce yourself.
I'm Woody. I'm your average wood for brain streamer with a face cam, and in the SMP, I'm Woody, and I'm the only one who ever got blessed by the Trickster God.
That's blasphemy. Sorry, what was that? Oh my god, who said that? That's crazy. I have questions for you about that later, Woody, so I hope you're ready to be answering that. On that note, next person up is Sif. Introduce yourself.
I'm sorry, it's hard to tab in and out. Hi, I'm Sif. I'm your local goat girl, also known as the, what is the word in English? The co-leader of Silent Echo, and at the same time, the leader of Silent Echo. 2 positions for 1, because I'm hungry. Nice to meet you.
Are you hungry because you ran for a long time and you got incredibly lost?
No one wears jeans in the SMP except for Carly, and Carly wants to stay clothed all the time.
Next person, Rift.
Sorry, I had to swap to my other monitor. Hello, I am Rift Sisho, the demon trader VTuber. I mostly do gaming content, and on the SMP, I am the god of death.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for introducing yourselves. I appreciate it. All right, next up is Frost.
And Final Frost, the Orb of Absolute Power, held by Chip, Fluffy Fox, Camilio. And in the SMP, I had a Clockwork Body, so Chip got a vacation during that time. I was Graspenol's local builder and potion crafter. Yay.
And also, so there's a famous line from the SMP. Could we hear that famous line one more time? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
About my orb?
Yeah! Woo! Let's go! Well, anyway, moving on. Carly, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Cody Pumpkin. I'm still a little pumpkin on the internet. I play a wide variety of games, basically whatever I'm hyper fixated on. And also, in character, I'm also a pumpkin. And I have doomed Yuri. I became perfected, and I don't know.
I don't know. It's very enlightening. Thank you very much, Carly, for introducing yourself. Very nice to meet you. Zenvex, go ahead. We're skipping Sardina temporarily.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. I'm Zenvex. I'm here, and I'm in the SMP. I was also there, and Eindrick stabbed me, and I was drugged by Tomato.
What kind of VTuber are you, Zenvex?
Oh, that's easy. And so yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
You're a what?
Oh, my bad. Here it was. I'm a.
Fuck! What the hell? It's cutting out! No! Stop cutting out on purpose! Stop it! Moving on, next person is Chappie. Introduce yourself.
Hi, it's me, Chappie, the local mouse VTuber who just likes to stream and have fun and, stream whatever. In the SMP, I was the most trusted, most liked figure where everyone told me everything.
That's a lie.
Yeah, the gods all loved me. I was basically like the second coming of the savior of the world. And I never did anything to make any of the gods upset. So overall, I was just really, really important in the SMP.
Me when I lie.
Never
Me when I lie. Spoopy, go ahead.
Hello. Hold on. Can I hear? Yes, I can. Hi, I'm Swoopy. I'm a unholy nun, and I'm a V artist. I mostly do art on my streams. On the SMP, I was a nun once again, but I was a nun from Shadowfell, and I had huge memory loss. Couldn't remember my past. Got corrupted. Was dying for a hot minute, tempted by perfection, and turned into the champion of war.
Keeping my champion instead. Now see, this one's a bit tragic, because I accidentally put you two next to each other. Drake, go ahead.
Sorry. Hi everyone, it's Drake. Well, the furry you will see on screen is Ali, it's my patron. Aside from that, I'm mainly gaming streamer. In the SMP, I was Heinrich again, but I was mainly known as the storyteller. Was part of Silent Echo. I was everywhere, doing everything. Why was
You
I
sound
doing
very
that?
exhausted. You sound very tired. You sound incredibly exhausted right now. I'm not gonna lie. My condolences, truly. I think it's kind of funny how much shit you went through, though. I find it very funny. All right, next person is Diami.
Man, fuck this script. Hey, what up? I'm Diami, local nighttime friendly skin stealing entity, professional wrestler, all that cool shit. I was a Gremlin Raider on the Concept SMP. I played Diami and Perfect Diami and Izar on the SMP, and that's about it.
Did you really make yourself a script?
No, fuck no.
Oh, okay. I'm like, pardon?
No.
All right, Pico, you go next.
Hello, hi. I'm Pico Panic. I'm a computer and VTuber. I draw and I play games, and I like very bad video games that aren't good and people hate them and makes them upset. In the SMP, I was also Pico, a member of Grasp of Null that went against the grain because I believe that everything matters. And then I made a library, and then I got blessed by the gods, and I got an arena, and then I fell into like a horrible rabbit hole of gods liking me, and then doing bad things to me and making me hate my life, including killing people that I fell in love with. And then I became king, and then I didn't become king. And then...
Okay.
Yeah. Very complicated.
In that case, last person, once again, introduce yourself once more, Momo.
Hello, my name is Peachy Momo. I'm a peachy ferret idol who loves to sing and loves to play video games. In the Concept SMP, I was also Momo, but instead of an idol, I was a bard. Haha. And I was very lonely.
Oh, really? I couldn't tell. Sorry.
I had a lot of trouble, man, and with my emotions. It's crazy.
All right. Now the last person. I'm sorry. They were so unimportant. I skipped them and forgot them. My bad. Sorry. My eyes must be failing me. Sorry, Sardina. Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm going to cry on stream. Okay, so I'm Sardina. I am a Minecraft streamer mostly. I play a lot of Bed Wars, and I've been testing mods too. And on the SMP, I was Sardina 2, or mostly known as Destruction. And I did a lot of awful shit. I may have rejected Carly in a way that will definitely not have any consequences. Did not have any consequences at all.
I believe you.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's me. Thumbs up.
Okay. Man. I spent all that time skipping in for what? No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
You rejected me as well. Why did you bring
Yeah,
that
I
up?
also rejected Chappie a few times.
What?
Like, at least
Huh?
once per stream, I think.
Yeah, I think every time you showed up.
Where would you like to start, guys? You want to start with the questions I have for you guys, or you want to start with the lore and favorite moment stuff?
Do the questions.
You want questions? You want questions?
How about half of us answer questions, the other one has to do a lore recap, and we talk at the same time.
Fuck you.
Alrighty, we're gonna start with the questions, which means how this will work is I'm going to ask a question, and everyone can have a chance to answer if they would like, but if you don't want to answer a question, you don't have to, unless it's an individual question.
It's turned off.
Okay. Yeah, say me in the side chat if you want to answer this question. And then we'll go one by one, alright? So if you don't want to answer the question, you don't have to, but you have to answer at least one of the general questions. There are 5 general questions. What do you like and dislike about your character?
What I like about my character is specifically designed. Well, not okay. I have two. I forgot. I need to be specific. Death is strictly designed to have development. His lore was exclusively on him in the beginning, and because of players, he is developing into a slightly more compassionate character that will look at others first before himself. What I dislike about my character is the fact that due to this, he's gonna become too selfless for his own good.
Okay. So you don't like selfless characters?
No, because for Mitsuki, she is what I in her design, she's going to be strictly a side character, and that means in the long run she will be selfless and will always care for other people. What I don't like about her, what I don't like about Mitsuki in general, and what I kind of want to work on with her is her lore and what I want to do with her, because she is kind of loose right now.
I see. Thank you very much for answering the question. Is Chappie. Chappie, answer the question. Likes and dislikes about your character.
The thing I liked most about my character, at least the one thing that comes to mind, is having a reputation. I enjoyed that when something would happen, whether I did something or not, I would hear someone say my name, and that I just really enjoyed having that, like, I wouldn't say negative reputation, just a reputation. Like whenever a wither would spawn, I would just see people talk in chat saying Chappie, and I'm like, I didn't even spawn this one, but thank you for thinking about me.
I hated those withers.
I also enjoyed the fact that, like, what was the thing? I enjoyed being able to sneak around without too much, like, people just expecting it. Does that make sense?
No, I think that makes sense. You use a lot of invisibility potions. Did you take them all from Frost?
No, I learned how to craft it myself.
Oh yeah, you learned something yourself? I'm so proud of you.
I started feeling bad for taking it from Frost. That being said, I still only use Frost's ingredients to make it.
I see.
But I'm like, myself, yeah.
Okay.
The thing I disliked about my character was the lack of interactions they would have with people outside of my group, especially during the beginning and middle sections, because they didn't really trust people, so I just didn't go out of my way to interact with certain people, which I feel I'm sad because I missed out on, like, interacting and becoming better friends with those people. So I kind of dislike that with an outcast kind of character, but...
Do you regret having that outcast character?
I don't regret it. I just wish I
reached out more.
Did it slightly different, you know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Or at least didn't try to, like, be that character fully during, like, less RP moments, or, like, you know, joining more into things.
Okay, then... Next person to answer the question is Spoopy.
What I really liked about my character is how much growth she went through. Like, I struggled with doing anything on my own in the beginning of the SMP. Like, I had a hard time getting out of spawn on the first day. And towards the very end, I was able to handle a lot of stuff on my own, taking on huge bosses, and being seen as, like, a reliable fighter in a way, and that really made me happy.
Aww.
What I didn't like too much about her was that it got to the point where She kind of got overconfident and just always put herself in danger for no goddamn reason. Like, I could have been smarter about this. I didn't need to take that to the face. Why did I do that?
It's been very nice to see your growth as even like as a character and as a player though. Like I think even just a little bit like seeing you like not being able to escape the castle in the beginning, but then at the same time by the end being one of the top players on the server like PvP wise. So genuinely been very, very nice to watch.
Also just interacting with people. I was so shy in the beginning because I've never been part of something so big before. And suddenly...
And now you're gonna have multiple projects like this. Next person. Totally not Woody. No, I'm kidding. Woody, go ahead.
The thing what I like about my character, I'm mostly the luckiest one. I would say.
Luckiest one? Yeah, lucky. Why?
Yeah, luckiest. Yeah.
Hi, Bubba.
Just lucky in general. What happens? With,
okay.
With all the trickster, with
oh yeah, the trickster, huh?
Yeah, the trickster with all the things what I did on accident, I would say too, and yeah. And the thing what I didn't like that I just same with Shappy, I didn't really interact at the beginning with a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it's funny because like a lot of people seem to have had that sentiment. Is by the time that like halfway through the SMP came around, and I was like, guys, interact with other players, interact. Then you guys were like, oh, I'm supposed to interact with other people. Got it. From the very beginning, a lot of people went very hard into the idea of, oh, we're on different teams, so we have to be like super mean to everybody else and like on the SMP and only talk to our own team, which is not true at all. Not true at all. So I'm glad that we were able to pick that back up about halfway through the SMP. It only took like half the SMP to get you guys to talk to each other.
Talking to people's scary though.
Zenbex!
Yo.
The question is yours now. Likes and dislikes about your character.
I really liked that, oh shit. Wait, no, I'm gonna start with dislikes. I actually disliked that for a long time lore-wise. I sort of tried to just not interfere with anything as much as humanly possible. And then sort of just like whenever someone else had like a problem or needed something, I would just give it to them instead of actually doing it myself. I see now, in retrospect, there's probably a lot of things that didn't have to be done if I just had done it myself. Like a couple people didn't have to get like hurt or anything. Like if I stepped up more and said more stuff during the masquerade or before the masquerade, I think we could have, well, I think that would have happened, but I think it could have avoided a lot less people being hurt. But the thing I liked, which is also the thing I disliked, is that I ended up seeing, I mean, I mostly lived in the arena. I even had a bed there at some point for, I think the last half of the SMP. I just had a bed there and I was just living there. And when people would come by, I would watch them, and then I would, people felt confident enough to just approach me and then ask me tips for stuff. And I really enjoyed teaching people to some degree, like about how combat worked in the mod pack, and then seeing them grow really well. So I like that I was able in that position as a character to just like teach people stuff and then see them grow to become awesome and then kill me, like when Drake stabbed me in the back.
Honestly, though, I really appreciated that. I think you were the first person that I approached about learning the PvP system, which is like very little too late. You figure that the owner of the SMP should know how the system works, but I did not. So it was very fun to learn from you, Daro, Carly. It was honestly really fucking fun. So genuinely, thank you so much for teaching so many people how the combat system works. I think that probably contributed a lot to a lot of people being able to hold their own in a fight by the end of the SMP. So. All right, Diami, answer the question. Likes and dislikes about your character.
Cool, so I'll break it down because technically I played two characters by technicality. Diami was, what I liked about playing Diami was that it was literally just me. I wasn't putting on a character, I was literally just running around being me. That was also my biggest dislike because I'm out here literally just being me. There was nothing behind it. There was no story behind it. It was literally just me being me. It was shallow, to say the least. As for Nizar, likes about Nizar was, I guess it kind of let me play a character I never really Like I always wanted to play like some sort of villain character, but I never really got to. So I finally got to play a villain character and be convincing in my eyes. And what I disliked about Nizar was, I guess, probably still just along the fact that it was based on pure emotion. Like the story was still there, but it had been too late to even do anything with it. So it was just severely shallow. It didn't have any like actual like depth. It didn't have anything to go with it for real. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. And I really loved your crash out. I think a lot of people really enjoyed that crash out. And I think that's honestly what inspired a lot of people to want to, keep working hard to have, really cool in-character moments. That personally was very inspiring for me, personally. I'm not sure if anyone else here can relate, but that personally for me was a big inspiration.
I appreciate
it. No, thank you, genuinely. See, when we planned your crash out, right? I wasn't expecting you to crash out too soon.
Can I say something about that right quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because like a lot of people know now, like the infamous fuck blue. The only reason fuck blue actually occurred was because I miscounted the books. I was being told in chat. They're like, oh yeah, do it on the third book. So I'm counting. Okay. This is the third book, because I counted the book I had received earlier as book 1. So that's where I just infamously started. And I just look over to the right side of my screen and there's a DM from Fee. And I'm just like, fuck.
Can I make a comment?
Anyway, Sardina, next up.
About the character, this character, I made her to be someone who's very like decisive, I guess. Like I have to force myself to stick with one choice, something that I don't tend to do. Just like look at something and go straight for it, which is very different to what I usually do IRL, because I like to consider every single thing that happens around me, I mean. So this woman, strong-headed and stubborn as she is, I force myself to go with one singular thing. And I guess something that I don't like about her is that I have to be so, I guess, quiet with the decisions I take with her. Like, as an example, when I was doing the whole destruction thing, leaving books around, I couldn't say, I didn't think that it was right to outright say that it was me, because I wanted to build up, like, I guess, like, have people question, like, who could this person could possibly be? Who could this flying armor possibly be? And so that, and at the end, I feel like put me in a corner of me not really having actual in-character interactions with people, at least not as many interactions as I would have wanted to have. Which I hope that I would have hoped I could have talked more to people. I could have roleplayed more with people. Because the roleplay that I ended up doing was through signs. Like, I roleplayed with Bonnie a lot through signs. I roleplayed with Gal and Carly a lot before with signs. And a lot of other people just through talking, through messages. Which I guess doesn't hit as much as, like, screaming like Diamine would have. Which I love to do.
That must have been very frustrating then, because I can only imagine how difficult it is to get emotion across through a sign.
It is very difficult. And just like for the character that you can't, just like trying to puppeteer the character so what you're trying to say comes off as you want it to be.
Mm-hmm. Because then when you're writing the sign, you can't move your model around as much either. So
yeah,
there's not much you can do there. On that note, Carly, your turn.
Hi. It is. Okay. Something I like about my character is I liked the interactions I had with other players and stuff throughout the SMP, and especially once the lore started kickstarting. One of the main things I kind of dislike about my character is towards the end, I wish I would have played more in like the desperation of trying to save everything. I wish I would just played a lot more into that. Yeah.
Did you have fun playing the perfect Carly? Perfect pumpkin?
The Perfect Carly was a bit fun to play, to be honest.
Yeah.
I wish I would have been more dull with the voice than it already was. I wish I would have went more hammer into dullness.
Dullness, okay. Well, there's always next season. No, I'm kidding. No perfection in season 2. No perfection in season 2. All right, on that note, last person to answer this question. Frost. Orb.
Why you can't have me but my orb?
I can't believe that's a thing. I liked that it took me a while, but I figured out how to play a character, I guess. Because I know for a while my downside that I didn't like is I left my character very open at the start, so it took me a while to get to a character I wanted and could actually work with. So I felt like it didn't happen until like the last month that I could have a character. That was because I was just being too open with it. But then now focusing down on the family and that breaking apart, so Frost was upset and all that. But I'm happy that I could give them motivation and something to hold on to, and now something that they can protect and call their own.
Hell yeah. Honestly, I really did, I'm just kind of sad. Honestly, I wish it wasn't this kind of interaction because I was very sad by it, but seeing you and Sardina interact near the end was honestly, like, pretty fucking heartbreaking. And it was nice to see your character kind of break away from the family a little bit and make your own decisions. So I hope that if you are in season 2, that I get to see more of that character development, genuinely. As for me, likes and dislikes. Well, we obviously know I dislike how much of a massive perfectionist bitch creation is. I hate how depresso espresso they constantly are, bro. Like, bro needs help, like serious therapy. So I hate how much of a perfectionist and asshole they are because of their perfectionism. However, I honestly, what do I like about my character? That's a difficult question. What do I like about my character? I honestly mostly like my character's growth past the idea of perfection and realizing that the decisions that they made may have not been the best choice. Now, albeit they still decide to go forward with their original intentions, and double down because we love a doubling down queen. But ideally, I do hope that she gets to have some more character growth in season 2 because I enjoyed showing just the slightest hint of character growth near the end. I think it's probably one of my favorite things about my characters, being able to show that character growth and hint at more of it in the future. It was very fun. Yeah. But I also enjoyed the happy-go-lucky creation that I got to portray in the beginning of the SMP. Yeah, made me happy. Indeed, indeed. All right, let's see here. The next question, and again, is your character based off of your creator self, or is it different?
I would say for the most part, it was based off myself, my creative self. I did eventually take a few more liberties with trying to deviate a little bit away from myself with the withering and things like that. But for the most part, it was, malicious compliance, and
r/malicious compliance. Sorry.
And just overall good time.
I very much based the character of Pico off of myself. I especially try to play into the emotions I would expect out of like my VTuber lore of like, abandonment is a very big thing with the character. But also at the very beginning, whenever we all had to make like little character blurbs, I very much leaned into the quote that I gave, which it didn't end up getting on my card because it was too long. But the quote is, "It is absurd to divide people into good or bad. People are either charming or tedious." And I chose to essentially roll with that that sort of mentality. So I tried to befriend everyone, even if they were bad people or they were mean to some people or did horrible things, because I wanted to see the good in everything. And I try to have that kind of hope in real life. I'm still trying. But I felt like, especially in the middle of Grasp of Null, where their whole idea was nothing matters, embrace the like void of life where, you know, there's nothing, that it would be neat to have a character in the middle of all that was sort of the spark of hope, and that not everything is hopeless, and that the world does matter. And I'm glad that it grew out of that into something more of itself, bigger than just the team, and kind of grew into the narrative.
Mm-hmm. Pico as a character is very fun to poke at. I remember fondly that time I bullied you.
Come back for season 2, maybe he do like. But no, Nizar was actually the complete opposite of who I am IRL. Nizar had a god complexion, was making sure that everyone around him knew that.
I think you mean god complex. What's a god complexion? Man, your complexion's looking very godlike today, Dagami.
I don't know what any of these words mean.
Sorry, I'm teasing you.
No, you're good.
Go ahead.
That, and it was also almost like kind of like a stress relief, because you guys sat there and you guys were like, oh, your crash outs were really, really good. Unironically, IRL, I am literally just a gigantic 6'3" ball of rage from all the pent up emotions over the years. So IRL, I'd never really yell at anybody like that, but when you were like, oh, evil villain, yeah, fuck it, Dayami, you could play that character, it was just like, all right, so basically I'm gonna yell at the top of my lungs and hopefully everybody likes it. And sure enough,
I love when you yell, Dayami.
It mostly is until it hit the part, I think about halfway through, it stopped being me, in a sense. I sort of, okay, this is gonna sound really bad, but I sort of spun a wheel to decide how I was gonna act for the rest of the SMP.
What?
Yeah. No, I was in a call with some people, and I was like, guys, I'm not really sure what to do here. And so I decided to spin a wheel, and there were about 4 different options. And the option it landed on pretty much decided how I was gonna act for the rest of SMP. We had basically put a bunch of different anime characters onto a wheel, and then I would just sort of kind of act like them as much as humanly possible for the rest of the entire SMP. So I think about the part where after the masquerade is when I spun the wheel. So up until that point, it was my VTuber persona, and then after that, it was Kakashi from Naruto.
Carly Pumpkin just traded us. Did you bring
Carly?
things for the pendant?
Oh!
Real
Got
that,
it!
honestly.
What the fuck, Carly? Are you okay? On phone, oh. Like, died, like, as in, is everything okay?
Damn.
Is everything alright? Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. I'm sorry to hear your PC died, Carly. What the hell?
She's pretty much based off of me being an idol, and singing and stuff like that. I don't know why my Fugi's, I think we're frozen. My Fugi's not reacting, but that's okay.
That happens.
But yeah, it's funny because, like, even though the character itself, like, honestly, it's just me. Even, like, the emotions of, like, feeling alone is very, very related to me personally in general. So it was very easy to kind of come across feeling of being left out. So honestly, there's been so much talking that I kind of forgot what the question was and forgot what I was going to say.
Okay, oh yeah, I think you pretty much answered the question. It was whether or not the character's based off your creator self, or is it different? So you pretty much answered that. So you're good. Don't stress. Yeah, I'm not sure why the reactives are frozen now. By the way, guys, this is a problem I cannot fix.
So, for both of the characters, Death is actually only partially based off of IRL me. Death, the only part about Death that is based on IRL me is the fact that, some context, I am a loner. I prefer to stay at home alone, and I'd only go out if I need groceries or if me and my partner are going to do something. And so the fact that Death liked to keep to himself, that is partially involving me. But everything else, like him being a tsundere and getting flustered when Pico belittled him and stuff, no, that was on the fly. That was something that completely was improv. And the fact that he cares, fake cared. I'm not a fake person. Him being fake was purely lore based. For Mitsuki, she is actually not based on my IRL self at all. Like, yes, she wants to help people, but I think that's basically everybody.
Yo, real quick, Senko.
Can we ban Senko, please?
No, that was a hilarious joke, actually. that was a funny joke. No, that was funny, dude.
Too funny. Get out of here. Too funny. Too funny. I'm gonna read that shit out loud.
I didn't. I've learned my lesson like over a year ago to never read messages out loud first. Always read it in my head first.
That bitch out loud, bro.
Yeah, I sure love dildo bread. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my favorite. Is that what you wanted me to say out loud? A wink.
Wink, not judge.
I actually actively try to do everything that I wouldn't do with that character. So that is not me. It is probably me in a way. Like, it is obvious that I'm going to do some things that I would personally do. But I try to genuinely do everything that I wouldn't do. Like, as an example, it gets annoying sometimes because I will have to choose the worst option sometimes. Like, as an example, when Drake fumbled Spoopy. If I had been in that situation, I would have probably
That's rough.
to actively choose the fumbling, because that is what my character probably would do, because she's very bad at social interactions, like extremely bad, to a point where it just gets comical. Not to say that I'm any better with social interactions, but, you know.
Uh-huh. So you're saying you're not a dickhead like your character. Got it.
I try to not be.
Fantastic. Also, guys, oh my god.
It gets hard.
In case you couldn't tell, that was Sardina talking, by the way. Massive Sardina on screen.
My character in the beginning of the SMP was 100% me. Then once when lore started picking up, I was like, damn, I gotta choose a character? Oh, what the fuck am I gonna do? And then I was like, oh, hold on, I could just be really depressed. So I decided to adopt the mentality that I struggle with sometimes. Whoa, deep, r/this is deep.
Throws myself off a cliff.
I decided that my character was going to get extra paranoid about not being able to save Silent Echo, not being able to save anyone, and instead of sticking around and making things worse, because apparently everything's her fault in her own head, she would just run away, and that's what happened.
Yeah, Kyoto. At the start, definitely was
Queen,
based
I
off of
just
me.
joined the Gremlin army. Did you bring offerings?
Except I had a body. It's different. But then later on, my character got really sad and trying to figure out where they are and stuff, and that was just me really leaning into me even more. So, question answered.
Okay, Spoopy.
We love Rob.
Is your character based off of your creator self, or is it different?
Honestly, I kind of went with a different direction. I played a different character at the beginning of the SMP, and I merged towards the end more as myself. Does that make sense? So, like, the shy, scaredy cat type isn't really me, but I kind of leaned into that. More towards the end when I started becoming champion of war, yada yada. I really felt more like myself. Once again, I was able to be obnoxious, just throw shit at the wall and see if it sticks, instead of trying to be careful and scared.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
The next question, we will start with, for me, it says Diami was first. So Diami, If given the chance, how would you change your character's direction?
Given the chance, how would I change my direction? Personally, I feel like I'd for Dayami, I'd go out and I'd just talk to more people, to find a way to play the game more. I feel like that was my biggest issue.
I am back.
Lack of time. And,
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, I feel like it was really more of a lack of time than changing character. But for Nizar, I'd make him more delusional, I guess. I feel like the delusion really is what hit home with that character. I feel like the constant feel and need for power really hit home, so I probably would lay more in on that than maybe trying to sacrifice shit, because that was kind of odd. Bro built an altar and a pyramid and never used it.
Wait.
I saw that. I saw that.
Crazy.
Dude, I was so down to use that, and I turned and looked, and there was a DM from Fee. No, I'm kidding.
God, not again.
Yeah, dude, that's really rough. When you know it's a DM from Fee, you're like, oh shit, I did something wrong, didn't I?
It's like, guys,
I
look
fucked something
at
up.
this altar that I built. Turns and look. Oh fuck.
Oh fuck, Fee messaged me.
Oh shit.
Pause. Recon that.
It's like what altar?
Oh, I don't know what that is. Sorry, bro.
Bro, what? Anyway, yeah, I'd focus more on like the delusional factors, and the constant need for power, and seeking validation, because I feel like that was really what helped me drive that character home, which is great.
This is gonna sound a little weird, but I would have doubled down on my aggression against the gods.
What?
That's the main direction I would want to change.
Huh?
Because I was very... Listen, I spread the propaganda, and I did a lot of
propaganda.
things- The
Sorry.
propaganda, but oh, it's good. But I did kind of start taking more of a backseat when it came to like really wanting to fight the gods, if that makes sense, because I was focused a lot on like getting Pico back and doing a lot of things that were just like doing things by myself. If I changed the direction, I would want it to be a lot more like I would have caused more problems. But no, like I would want to actually like fully maybe like get a group together of like to antagonize and fight back against the gods, sort of thing.
So you're evil, got it.
Not evil, but in a different way.
Count me in. #fuckblue.
Next person. Rift, how would you change your character's direction if you were given the chance?
Honestly, so the only character hello camera, thank you. The only character I would personally want to change, just the slightest, would be Death. And honestly, I wish that I kind of made Death slightly more like trusting to creation instead of just instant, oh, I don't trust you.
Okay.
I kind of like it, kind of when I think back on it, when it came to the whole situation of when the Forgotten and Death's corruption arc began, I realized that like Death at first started out trusting, and then just like it was not even a subtle shift, it was an instant switch flick, and that kind of like thinking back, it upsets me.
Go ahead, Setbacks.
Personally, how I wanted to play the SMP after like a certain point is I really had wanted to fight at least every single person once, and I regret being more passive and not going about and just challenging people, because I have a comprehensive list of like notes on people I really want to fight because I want to figure out how they did it. And if I hadn't like, if I regret not being more active about it, because I'm definitely missing a lot of people, and I really wanted to fight Cernos at some point, and I never got to do that. because I've never talked to him in lore or in character, so I don't know how I would approach that. So I regret not challenging Serena specifically.
Yeah, Serena specifically has no character lore or anything. They
Damn it.
weren't involved in the lore, unfortunately, so they would not have been a character you could actually interact with, unfortunately. What the fuck, Diami? I worked hard to get here. I had to make a good impression. Now they know I like feet. I have gone too far.
You weren't supposed to read that out loud.
Not too bad.
We all
Cope.
know.
Abby, you like feet?
Cope.
It's like it's
Really?
Yeah.
You have it as a tag.
Stop. Listen.
Feet lover.
And a brother can't like feet.
That's not what I'm saying. You're just acting like you were hiding it the whole time, but it's a fucking tag on your stream.
I was explaining why I shouldn't get banned on Fizikai's and everyone else's channel. I'm like, I worked hard to get here. I had to put on a good impression. I had to act normal for 24 hours to be here. And then now everybody knows I like feet. So it's like I've gone too far.
I think we've been new, but regardless.
No, I feel you, Diami.
Drake.
I feel you, Diami.
Drake, did you want to answer the question too, Drake?
Oh.
No, I will not answer this one because I honestly would not change what I did.
Fair enough. Okay. So then the next question is there anything you regret not doing in the SMP?
Me.
You regret not doing me. Crazy.
I was tabbed out. That's why.
Okay, so Diami, you'll go after Chappie then. Or number after Zen. That'll work. Yep. That
What
works.
was the question?
Is there anything you regret not doing in the SMP? You wouldn't change your betrayal, Drake? Phoenix asks. Crazy! Yeah? You wouldn't change the fact that you, ran away from your team, Drake?
No.
That you betrayed your team?
We got great clips out of that, so.
It was comically hilarious, I will say.
Sif says, Fee introduced Diami to me by saying, here's my friend Diami, and he really likes feet. That's true. Accurate information.
Was true?
My friend that likes feet, number 1, Diami.
My friend that likes feet, number 1, Diami. Also, did you know that I have a Feetreon?
Whoa. Who said I do that? That's crazy. Anyway.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind. All right. The question first goes to Sif. Sif, is there anything you regret not doing in the SMP?
Yes. I definitely regret not being more active in the way of putting myself out there. I got a little nervous and was like, oh, I think people at the SMP think I'm annoying, so I'm just gonna back off in this little corner. And I wish I would have never done that. I also wish that I would have killed Eindrik when he tried to blow up the cathedral.
You know, that's pretty valid. I personally would have blown through the cathedral twice, not just once. But
damn,
I wish
what do I know?
didn't mess up the explosion.
Thank you for checking out my link tree. Also, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna leave and re-enter call.
Are they gone?
I think they're
The
gone.
one thing I regret is not being mean enough to Fizika. Let's be real. I needed to be so much meaner. No, okay, but for real, I regret not following through with my threats against Trickster. I wish I actually fought them. After I wrote them like 2 poems, I did not interact with them at all. So I wish I interacted with Trickster a bit more, especially since was it week 2, I was talking about replacing them, and I talked to other people about replacing them or fighting them or being antagonistic to them. But I like barely interacted with Squidge, I'll be real.
God.
It's something I realized like looking back, like, man, I was being really antagonistic to someone I really do not know at all. The few times I interacted with them was me showing up in a place I wasn't supposed to be and them going, what are you doing here, Chappie? Leave. And I'm like, I don't know.
You regret not being meaner to me? It's kind of fucked up, Chappie.
I didn't say you.
Oh, you guys don't know that I keep my headphones on when I leave?
Love you.
It's my anti-shit talking device.
TLDR, I wish I interacted with Trickster.
I can go
but-
all the way downstairs to the kitchen and still hear you guys.
Anything you regret not doing in the SMP?
I mean, other than fighting Cernos, there was definitely a part where I could have just like, I forgot what moment. I forgot. I was looking at this when I was editing the other day. There's like a really important lore moment, I think, when like Drake's talking, and like there was an opportunity where I really could have just stabbed him. Like I could have just really killed him right then and there, and it would just ruin the whole thing. I mean, it would have been mean, but I kind of regret not doing it because I think it would have been a little funny.
What the fuck?
I was, like right there. I was just sneaking up on him. I was just walking right behind him. He was just talking. You know, he wasn't wearing any armor or anything. I just had a knife, and I was like, I could just kill Drake right here, and like, I could probably book it. I could run. I kind of regret doing that. I think it was like sometime after the Leviathan fight, and Drake's talking, he's doing this really important lore thing, and I could just stab him right here. I could just do it. Yeah. Oh, we were at the Daro thing in the house in the middle of nowhere. That's where it was. I could just stab him right then and there. It would have been really great.
Oh wait, you're talking about the Dara thing after the Leviathans. That means was like literally after I save your ass.
I know. It's because you stabbed me earlier.
Does that never
and I was
change?
like, oh, but I could really
Yo.
just stab Drake right.
Oh god, where do I start? Fucking H, dude. On a real note, like I wish I had more time. Like I'm saying that from a standpoint of, I don't. Obviously, I wish the SMP was longer, but I also wish I knew what I wanted to do a lot sooner. I wish I had more time to develop a character. I wish I had more time to grind on the server. I wish I had more time to keep up with everybody. I wish I had more time to make content, a whole bunch of different stuff for concept. It was just, the list goes on and on and on, but like, I wish I was able to have more time is the biggest thing.
Honestly, I think a lot of people probably will have that sentiment at the end of the day. 3 months. The reason I stayed for 3 months is because I wanted everyone to not feel like you know, have time to do things and to enjoy the SMP without it being so long that like you're like, I don't know if I can do that. It's too long of an obligation, you know? So the unfortunate reality of that is, by the time the end comes around, you realize 3 months have passed and it doesn't feel like it, and you're like, shit, what am I gonna do now? And a lot of you started panicking near the end.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Rift, answer the question of, is there anything you regret not doing in the SMP?
Okay, so actually, all of you players here are actually going to get a little fun insight. So for my boss event, we decided to do a wave battle. And so the idea got tossed around that if a player is killed, they join my side and fight for me. Now, at first, I genuinely was like, no, because I don't want Death to be a straight up ass. But now it's like, you know what? I probably would have gotten more kills if I did it.
That'd be sick as hell, honestly.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
I probably would have scored more deaths, because my goal was actually legit. I wanted to kill all of you.
Yeah, me
But
who
then
died first.
somebody, and I'm not gonna call out who was out here one-shotting Withers.
Anyway, Spoopy, is there anything you regret not doing in the SMP?
Sorry.
Goddamn, Diami.
Oh, it's very lore tied. So during village building season, week, I mean.
Season.
This was around the time that Drake and I got really close. Not just as characters, but also as just like creators. We became really good friends. And as a gift to him, I decided to build the astronomy tower. And I didn't know how to make the fucking telescope, so I turned to Drake like, can you help me there, please? And we both got so busy that we never built the telescope together.
Damn, you could have
Aww. Someday.
Telescope for season 2.
Helicope. Is there anything you regret not doing in the SMP, Drake?
It's part of it. I regret not doing the telescope. When Spoopy wrote into our chat on Discord, like, I was like, yeah, I'm also at first like, okay, I look it up a few things, like, oh, I know I will do it. I'll use these materials, use this, and already was puzzle solving some of the things of like, oh, the way we were places and everything. I would have wanted to do this, and we never did. The other thing I regret not doing is dragging more people into lore, and I do.
It could have happened.
I mean, okay, no. I will correct my wording, because Poopy told me I do not drag people. I kidnap people in lore.
Real.
Just like a real fae.
Just the way it's meant to be.
Yeah, I regret not grabbing more people just to tag along, or just like, there were sometimes things that were happening like, oh, we need to talk to this character, this person, like, I want to drag this person, but they have no fucking clue of what's happening, of the context, and...
Spoopy, why'd you break their heart so much?
Okay, context. Drake made the entire wedding venue with Momo, and I was away on vacation during that time, so I couldn't help at all. And it felt like he did so much for me, and he was like, yeah, no, and you'll get this as a wedding present and that as a wedding present. I'm like, please let me do something for you too. And like, I was thinking hard, what can I do that would make sense to give to Drake? And I was like, I got it. His character loves stories so much, so I decided to take our entire story up until that point and turn it into a fairy tale. And then I asked him, will you let me be your storyteller from this point on? Because that was also
That's right.
For those who are confused about lore, please know that we'll be updating all of the lore onto an official wiki for the Content SMP by the time that August is over. So, we got approved for a wiki like I mentioned at the beginning of stream. So, we have a page that is being put together by a team in the new staff team for Season 2. So, look forward to that. Those who are on the wiki team who are in the VC right now, say hi. Sardina, the question, is there anything you regret not doing in the SMP?
Yes, I wish I could have been even more evil towards people.
Wow! Wow!
Look, I cared too much about it, like, inconveniencing people, and I really wish I could have been, like, a more active villain. And because that would have made it so, like, at the final fight, I could have maybe had a more dynamic fight. Like, as an example, a 1v1 against someone. It would have been cool. And...
I wanted a proper 1v1 against you.
Yes, I would have also wanted a proper 1v1 to do. And just, like, making more epic references. Like, when Carly and I had matching stream titles that were like, I love you, and not in the way that you want me to.
That's good.
That was
epic.
peak. That was peak.
It was so good. And just generally talking more to Trickster. We could have had more beef, because I was actively putting myself in the place where they had to be. And it's really a shame that they were sick for like the part where we could have actually had some very fun lore interactions. I really wish I could have talked more to Squidge during the SMP.
That's kind of gay, I'm not gonna lie, Sardina. And how could you say that you'd want to be more evil? That's kind of mean.
I could have been more evil, like personally evil to people, so people actually had a personal grudge with me. That
And then in Season 2, you better be meaner to me.
Characters. Okay, yeah, I will. Who wants to be bullied?
I'm into that, joke's on you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I will bully you then.
Okay. Frost, your turn.
Okay, apart from the general wishing talk to more people thing, I think a lot of people agree with, I think I would like to make more books on my characters' inner monologues and just left them out to people to find, because I was really bad about doing scenes. So if I at least wrote books and left out, people could at least know what was going on with my character. Also, I never got around to making that greenhouse that I promised you at the very start of the SMP.
I love greenhouses. Someday. Anyway.
This was my fault. I apologize.
Who are we on? Drake already talked. Okay, Sardina, the question. Is there anything you regret not doing in the SMP?
Yes, I wish I could have been even more evil towards people.
Wow! Wow!
Look, I cared too much about it, like, inconveniencing people, and I really wish I could have been, like, a more active villain. And because that would have made it so like at the final fight, I could have maybe had a more dynamic fight. Like as an example, a 1v1 against someone. It would have been cool. And
I wanted a proper 1v1 against you.
yes, I would have also wanted a proper 1v1 to do. And just
Okay.
like making more epic references, like when Carly and I had matching stream titles that were like "I love you" and not in the way that you want me to.
That's
I
good.
think
That
more
was
epic.
peak. That was peak.
It was so good. And just generally talking more to Trickster, we could have had more beef because I was actively putting myself in the place where they had to be. And it's really a shame that they were sick for like the part where we could have actually had some very fun lore interactions. I really wish I could have talked more to Squidge during the SMP.
That's kind of gay, I'm not gonna lie, Sardina. And how could you say that you'd want to be more evil? That's kind of mean.
I could have been more evil, like personally evil to people, so people actually had a personal grudge with me. That would
And then
have
in
been
season
very
2, you better be
cool
meaner to me.
Characters. Okay, yeah, I will. Who wants to be bullied?
I'm into that. Joke's on you.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I will bully you then.
Okay. Frost, your turn.
Okay. Apart from the general wishing talk to more people thing, that I think a lot of people agree with. I think I would like to make more books on my characters' inner monologues and just left them out to people to find, because I was really bad about doing scenes. So if I at least wrote books and left out, people could at least know what was going on with my character. Also, I never got around to making that.
Also, I realized I forgot to answer like the past few questions. I'm so sorry.
No host.
I did at least have an answer for the is the character based off of myself or is it different? And the answer is origin is very, especially creation, both in origin and creation, based very, 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 very heavily on my mental health issues. That's all. Thank you. That's crazy. Yeah. So, in case you couldn't figure it out, origin or creation rather is basically just BPD and OCD personified. That is their entire character. They got mad abandonment issues. That's it. So it's really just like the worst parts of my mental health, genuinely. Me, if I was a bad person. Wait, did I say that? Whoa, who said that? Anyway. Oh, and is there anything I regret not doing? I regret not having more individual moments with different characters because they're people that I talk to a lot. It's people who I would have wanted to have some kind of like proper conversation with. Like Tomato, for example, I didn't get to have any interactions until later on in the SMP, near the very, very, very end. And that was very unfortunate to me. With your sibling Origin. Okay, I should clarify. Maelstrom and Origin are not siblings. Spoiler, they're not siblings. They are created from the same... Oh, sorry, that's not unlocked information yet. My bad, bro. Moving on, next question.
Spoilers.
Okay, last question for this section here. Any advice for future players? Who wants to go first?
The biggest piece of advice I would give to future players is to do what makes you happy. Thank you.
Gay. Greatest words ever spoken. Crazy. Insane. It says follow directions. All right, next is Rift.
My piece of advice would be do not hesitate if you want to do lore, like go for it. It's being shy with these people on this server made me realize that like there's awesome people and they will love to want to do roleplay.
Hell yeah. Diami.
I'll elaborate on it too. Don't be like me. And what I mean by that is there's like multiple days where like I was literally on the stream like crying about how I felt like I didn't belong there. Don't ever like sit there and think you don't belong somewhere. Because if you make it into this SMP, you do belong here. You do have a spot here. It's just up to you to go find it. So don't ever think that you don't belong here. Keep working towards whatever makes you happy, like the others have said, and just find what fits you and make it work, because you can do it.
Speaking from experience here, Diami, right?
Indeed.
You had a lot of doubts about yourself throughout the SMP, but all right, Zenvex, you're the next one.
Yes, I am Zenvex.
Okay, Zen.
I might have forgotten the question. What was the question?
Any advice for future players?
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, if I had to say, I think people that you like. I think you should take every opportunity to talk to anyone you can even randomly stumble upon. I will say that a lot of the people that I had the most fun interacting with, I just kind of like accidentally was there when they were doing stuff, and then we ended up talking later, and it was really fun.
Me when I'm accidentally there.
Oh, well, it's like, well, maybe not accidentally, but more like you kind of like were there, but you don't really expect to talk to people. Like, I remember, I think Woody's muted, but I had a lot of fun time fighting Woody. We would fight, we fought so many times, and he's someone I would never thought of interacting with, but we just kind of randomly started interacting more after like a certain event. But he's like someone on another team that I just never thought that I would talk with, and he's like the person I think I've actually interacted with the most out of the whole entire season.
Woody,
so you
are you
never
alive?
You never know who you're gonna end up like really spending a lot of time with and having a lot of fun with. So you should take every opportunity to just like talk with everyone at least once. You know.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think also you had an easier chance of that too because you were in a common area very often near the end of the SMP.
Yeah.
So you had a chance to meet a lot of people because of that. I would definitely recommend go to common areas. Congratulations, Woody. You have to answer this question now. What is your advice for future players?
First one, interact with people. Second, have fun. And third, don't ruin your SMP career in the second week.
Well, so tell us how you ruined your SMP career in the second week, Woody.
Yeah, Woody.
A lot of things happened, you know, because of the cause, but like in the lore-wise, I did an offering to the Trickster God. I got blessed, and the item what I got, I threw it away in like less than 24 hours.
Idiot! Ah, bro, this is why you don't piss off the gods. Easy.
And what
I
was
can't
this
believe
item,
this.
Woody?
I got
Go on.
3 enchanted dirts with loyalty 3 and unbreaking 3.
That's crazy. Unbreaking.
And you threw it away. Were you clearing your inventory?
I know I placed them because I was doing the dirt bingo, so I made like a dirt museum and I placed them.
I think that was a well-deserved failure. Okay, yeah, don't be like Woody, guys. Don't be like Woody. Also, I like how almost everyone has like had the advice of, hey, talk to people. But I think it's a lesson a lot of you genuinely learned a little too late into the SMP, like I mentioned earlier. Y'all learned a little too late, hey, I can actually go talk to people and they probably won't kill me, and it probably won't kill me to talk to them. You're all antisocial motherfuckers, but what did I expect out of a concept SMP? Out of a Minecraft SMP? Bunch of nerds, really.
Yeah.
Communication is key. Communication is key. But I'm glad you guys ended up talking to each other. You guys made some friendships across teams. You know how happy that makes me? You know how happy that makes me? Here's where I admit to you guys the truth about the SMP. When I made the SMP and I planned to put everyone on teams, my goal all along was to present you with a moral dilemma. I am put on a team. My team has to be my priority. I am allowed to attack other teams to help my team. But do I want to do that? Will that end up benefiting me in the end? I never told any team they had to fight each other, or that they had to hate each other, or ignore each other, or constantly fight. And yet, you guys all exceeded my expectations in being meanies to each other. It was great. Oh, it was peak. I remember you guys just straight up, were so many teams that got really defensive about other teams coming on their territory. That was so funny to me. That was hilarious to me. Because there wasn't any rules against that. Go on, Pico Pico Panic.
Actually, for me specifically, even before the SMP actually started, I told you that I wanted to go out of my way, because this was a team-based thing, to try to connect all of the teams together through the library. So from the very beginning, I was opposed to your social experiment.
You don't like my social experiment?
No, I had fun with it, but I did recognize that it would have created a lot of divide between people and create a lot of strife, especially because my team really wanted to go the we're badass and evil aura farming route, and I'm like,
oh yeah, your team played into my plans. It was great.
I was like, I should probably fix that. I need to make apology cookies and shit.
Apologies for my team.
To build. That's all.
Actually.
No.
Just made an excuse to be socially.
I
to be
think I got
antisocial.
lost.
I should probably
I got
confess
lost in the nether for too long to actually aura farm.
I think
Too
the teams
often.
that were most closed off to other teams were Grasp of Null, most of Grasp of Null anyway. Abyss Walkers. You wanna know the answer? Can you guys guess what the answer is?
Wait, say that again. I wasn't paying attention.
The teams that were most closed off to interaction with other teams.
Oh.
The teams that were most, like, scared of other teams even sometimes.
It wasn't us.
It is.
Gremlin Raiders.
Oh.
It fucking was not. I stand.
I know.
I just like the idea of having a hidden base.
No.
The hidden base is important.
Because meanwhile, Silent Echo and Gaze were incredibly welcoming to other teams, willing to work with other teams from the get-go and make friends. Those three teams, though, you guys could use some work on your friendship skills.
I talk to people that just want out of my base.
I think the team I was
They just want out at the base.
Me and Carly about to fight y'all on that one.
Ooh, Sardina. Advice for future players, please.
Okay, so what I had in mind before everything happened was that hopefully make it so your character is flexible. So because not everything will go your way, and you need to accept
Lexus
that.
just shared
And
13
sometimes
bits.
you will want your lore to be shown, and sometimes you will want your lore to be showcased, and that will not always be possible. Sometimes you need to let other people shine. Sometimes you need to like change a bit what you would do for the sake of the lore being the best it could be, I guess, for everyone to have fun too, because it's the SMP is not just you, it's a lot of people, and all that people deserve to have a great time. So don't be a moron.
What do you mean I can't always be the main character? How dare you?
Well, I've been unbricking myself.
Okay, last person to answer the question. This last question before we move on to individual questions. Okay. Pico,
Yes.
any advice for future players?
Yes.
Guys, the vote is in my chat, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I had a lot of issues with speaking up, and I know next season isn't really supposed to be as like team focused, but even if you're not in a team, please be willing to talk to other people, not just to get to know each other better, but also to let them know your concerns. Let them know how you're feeling. Everybody is part of this. No one's going to be upset if you feel like you're lagging behind, if you feel like somebody's going too fast, if you feel a little bit lost and you need a little bit of help. There is absolutely 100% nothing wrong with going to somebody or going to staff or anything like that. And remember that if you do have an issue, that communication is key. You need to talk. Do not try to thug it out. Don't be like me, like in the first week. You need to talk to one another. It is important. And it is good for you and everybody else's mental health.
Guys, let's get back on track. All right. It's time for the individual questions portion. I'm asking you all individual questions that I have tailored to you and your character. Starting with Pico.
Fuck about
Oh, no, don't start with me. I'm scared.
Pico, tell us about your confusing love life.
Oh, damn.
God damn it.
How many crushes have you had taken from you by a god?
Okay. lore-wise, technically not the fault of any of the gods in the SMP, but was taken away from me, the professor.
Uh-huh.
And then Rami.
Mm-hmm.
Killed that
And
one.
then counting on my fingers, I got Diami killed and perfected.
I also killed that one.
Uh-huh. Wow!
Enough for you, Pico.
I didn't even do anything wrong.
True monkey.
I felt so bad about that one. I was like,
Did you feel bad?
I felt terrible.
Knife to my face.
My love got people killed, and that made me feel horrible.
We'll find you a good partner for you. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Hey, Pico, I'm available.
Sardina, you killed another one. We can't forget Daro.
Hold on, Pico.
Okay.
Pico.
No, I didn't kill Darrow. I destroyed Darrow, which is different.
One can't come
Okay.
back.
So, why do you like people who are mean to you?
Sorry.
That's a compliment. Don't fucking laugh at me. You are the only one on the romance list that isn't mean to me. Can you believe that?
And alive.
Fuck me, why? What did I do?
Yeah.
Puts two hands in the air. When was Diami mean? I mean, Nizar maybe. ...
Nizar's also on the list. Looks down sadly.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you said that one was pity, so.
Diami, maybe. Nizar.
Wow. Alright, I'm taking my leave.
All right, let me explain. My interest in many of these people, many of these individuals, also cough cough. If we also include Maledictus in this, I am attracted to individuals that are capable of holding intense grudges and a thirst for vengeance. I am someone who is incapable of holding such intense grudges, and therefore I find someone who is capable of that kind of passion to be very attractive.
So you have a bullying kink, got it. Real quick, I want to also say before we end Pico's portion as well, and we continue on, I actually have a secret question for Pico. But does chat have any questions for Pico they want to ask Pico before the panel ends today? Any questions? There's your chance to shoot your shot. Yo, Pico, all I'm saying is, I'm a god, I can't die.
As a friend or as like a potential partner, so I was just like, I was in a limbo on that one.
Fee, didn't you tell me that you wanted me to destroy you? I don't like that I'm killing every single possible partner for Pico. You told me.
Yeah, but
Origin told me.
you know Origin's not good
you
enough for
wanted me to
Pico,
destroy
therefore
them.
you should kill Pico. You should not kill Pico, sorry, kill Origin!
I did.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it! Actually, if you kill Pico, technically there's no chance for Pico to ever date anybody that you don't approve of.
No, everyone else is nice on my kid.
Thank you for the lyrics, Roasted.
Oh, damn.
Overprotective mom.
Do you have some special move that goes Pico Pico Beam?
Yeah, that's
Phantom
the
Ass.
shit I used on Nizar.
Oh.
I one-shot him.
I just got back, bro. I just got back. I literally was sitting in the corner just fucking pointing at you. And got my arms crossed and shit. I'm all mad. Now I gotta go back to the corner because I'm mad again.
Monkey asks, Pico, will you kill a man?
I know so many people in my community were just like, Pico, please. Everybody is like, just being mean to you. Please just go off to like the edge of the universe and just build a house and live peacefully and let everybody else die.
Pico.
And like just being like, Pico, please, we need you to kill a man. Please
Pico.
kill a man in season 2.
Would you kill a man?
And I'm-
You killed a man. I was a man.
Would you?
I died.
Would you kill a man?
If I had to.
You killed.
You heard it here, guys.
I had
You heard
to.
it
You were
here.
gonna
This
kill me.
monster.
You wanted to fight to the death.
Exactly. So you killed a man.
I did.
Well, the answer is yes. You would.
And has.
And will do again.
Crazy.
I would not do that again. No, that was King Pico was very merciless.
Oh, you wouldn't kill me again?
I would not. No.
Hey, dap me up, homie. Yeah, you just fixed up. You just solved our beef. Yeah.
God.
Beef squashed. Dap me up. Dab me up,
I
Andrew.
cried over your death. Like when you got perfected, I legitimately had a breakdown and like Drake hugged me and I was like, I fucking got him killed. That shit
Crazy.
hurt.
Don't make me feel special. I'll start crying again.
All right.
I've already cried 3 times today. Please stop, y'all.
Okay. Next person. Unfortunately, Chappie is not here, so I can't ask my evil questions.
We love you,
Sigh. Drake,
Yes.
what was running through your head when you ultimately betrayed your team because of creation?
Oh boy. You mean with the when I escaped? This is the one
Yeah.
we won. Yeah.
When you betrayed your team, yeah.
I was sad because I was going to not be able to help the masquerade ball.
Mm.
I'm so genuine I'm saying this. I wanted to help so much. That's when I came back like to drop the books for Spoopy, I was like, I wish I could help them. Like, I don't know what materials they need to finish the place.
So then, the second part of the question.
Yes.
How did that affect your love life?
We were not going for that route yet.
Uh-huh. But ultimately, how did that affect your love life?
No, it was mainly after the ball that we decided to go that route. I just decided to, like, when we wrote the lore, like, no, we did hang out very often and everything. I was like, you know what? No, I'll add it to the lore. But back then, it did not affect it that much.
Fun fact, if I may interject, the entire romance started because he misunderstood me. I told him I left you ... a book in the attic. What Drake understood was I loved you ... There's a book for you in the attic.
It's okay, that's kind of what happened.
I
that fucking VOD. You
can't believe that. That's wild. Also, hi, Foot. Welcome in. Also, I will say, I had help writing these questions, so it's not all me that's asking about the love lives. There's just some very curious people about people's love lives, all right? It's not my fault. Not my fault.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Get out of my head, bro.
Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head! Does Chad have any questions for Eindrake? Any particular questions for Eindrake, Chad? Anybody's chat, I don't care who. Questions for
Question
Eindrake.
for Drake.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
Do you know how painful it was to watch you fumble Spoopy in chat?
Wow! Oh!
Like, just the whole time we're like, just say that she's perfect to you! Just everybody's like, no, you're fumbling!
It was such a good setup too.
The fumbler. It really was.
We'll say it out loud. We'll say it out loud. And no one will fucking believe me, and don't care, we'll still say it. The fumble was in character.
It was.
I believe you, what the fuck?
The majority of people do not believe me.
Oh, I have a genuine question for you. How did it feel to be outed as French Canadian by Galaxia, your other French Canadian friend on the server?
I didn't care at all.
Yeah, but then you said to Gal, you said you just didn't want to be alone in the French Canadian hate. How could you tell them?
Look, the moment you realized it came to me like, you're French Canadian, yeah, and I received a rant of like French Canadian people, how much you hate them, and I was like, a good old 5 minutes of that. All right, I hope just Gal did not want to suffer through that alone.
Reminds me of the clip where like Woody and Bunny were fighting, and Bunny's just like, "You're French," and then Woody's like, "No," and then Drake just goes, "Yeah, that's a good insult."
I remember that clip. Oh my god. Okay, it says Drake, how to be cool.
What?
This is what MV says. How to be cool. How do you be cool, Drake? How do you get so many bad bitches, huh?
What?
How do you get a bad bitch, bro?
How'd you pull the nun baddie?
Yeah. Go on, tell us.
Luck.
Luck!
Can't!
Write book until 4 a.m. on while being live and nearly like 200 people on the SMP, and I've reached. To be honest, when I transcribe all those,
How do you
fucking
pull
whatever, sometimes
baddies?
I'm like, I don't know how Spoopy understood what I wrote down. I don't know. I'm sorry.
MV said, how do you pull the baddies and keep fucking fumbling?
God. Hey, what is we got the baddie in the
Screw
end.
the gods, do your own shit. The end.
Phantom says, Drake, are you a Final Fantasy fan? And if so, what's your favorite? And the answer is obviously yes to that.
The answer is yes, and my favorite is 6.
I see. No, not 14. I see how it is. I understand.
Very
It's okay.
good.
It's okay.
But
It's okay.
6 is better.
I'm gonna throw myself off a cliff. It's fine.
We need to play 14.
Scath, thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
Just joined the Gremlin army. Did
All
you bring
right.
offerings?
Drake. Phoenix says, Drake, how does it feel to be public enemy number 1?
Fun.
Fun?
We were like in hiding. That shit was funny.
Honestly, I had fun. I had really so much fun.
Oh no, not this again.
It was fun just running away from people. Like, I want to talk to people, but I need to keep away because of lore happening. So,
What did
like,
the cow say to the lady? Oh, sorry.
You weren't supposed to acknowledge that.
It's okay. It doesn't
Acknowledging
exist.
it.
Exist.
Acknowledging it. Currently acknowledging it.
That's it.
Oh no.
Hi, Mom.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you, Aurora.
Oh my god.
Sarah, they made out of cow.
Okay.
In this situation, it is.
Kylie!
Thank you.
Hi.
Any post-rejection plans or thoughts?
I'm about to say, we're not starting this again. There was a
Hold on.
crash out.
First then, before we go, we're gonna get to the credits soon, but Diane, I'm gonna ask questions for you first then.
Okay. Oh,
I
great.
think Sif said that they also need to go soon.
Yeah, do Sif first.
Okay, I will do Sif and Diami first.
Diami first.
Diami, how do you feel about the color blue?
Outside of character, it's actually one of my favorite colors.
I can tell.
Yeah, I do enjoy the color blue. It is a very close relative to the color purple, which is actually my favorite color. However, a lot of my old arts and things of that nature were mainly purple, so I wanted to switch things up this time around and do things with the color blue, and I've enjoyed it. In character, I've come to love it. Even though it once angered me looking at it, you know, seeing that you could create beautiful things with said color, like the gravesite for Kimi. It was
Speaking of Kimi,
it was beautiful.
thank you for mentioning this. Do you miss Kimi? Tell us how you felt when they died in front of you.
Oh my.
Wow.
Wow. So I know who wrote this question.
Me.
Turns and looks to the fish.
Nope, that was me.
Oh well.
Looks at the fish. Even though it was Fee, but in character, it was the thing that pushed Diami and Nizar over the edge, which was what was able to help bring out Nizar thoroughly, which allowed us to overcome the metal that we were a part of during that time. Diami ended up giving full control of the body to Nizar, to which Nizar replied saying that he will come back, find Diami one day, and give him a body or vessel to use so he can continue hanging out with his friends. IRL, I was also really, really sad because I really do enjoy Kimi a lot. I enjoy all my Gremlin Raiders like very, very much. I enjoy all of you guys very, very much. So just note that if it was any of you guys, I probably still would have had a similar reaction. Unless it was maybe Pico, I probably would have had a different reaction because at the time I think I was still having slight beef with Pico on the server in character. So
Yeah.
Probably in character, it would have been slightly different. It would have been like, man, all right, fuck it.
Not bro at the wedding saying, "Oh yeah, no, I liked you better when you were perfect king, brother. I killed you."
It made you a hard ass. Like you, I like hard asses.
Oh, I see.
I like a person.
Damn, we could have toxic Yowied. I missed that opportunity.
It's okay. Nobody
What the
thinks about
fuck?
that with me. Don't worry. I'm just a little guy.
Don't worry, I did have that in my plans, but it never came to fruition.
Oh lord.
Okay. Thank you very much for answering the questions, Diami. I appreciate you being so honest despite the fact that I asked you so straight.
Yeah, I miss my friends.
I miss my wife,
Opposed to
Tails.
asking gay.
I miss my wife, Tails. I'm gonna cry. And be like, that really did be like that. Timon, you're lucky you're not in the call right now. I'd be grilling you. That's all I'm saying. Grilled tomato, anybody?
Whoa, you are not gonna cook my chef.
Yeah, but the chef be cooking.
You're not cooking Dev's brother from another mother.
Sif,
That motherfucker's a weird looking fool.
That's my name.
I have one question for you, and it's very simple. But before I ask
Yeah, I
that,
probably know what it
chat,
is.
any questions that you have for Diami before Diami has to leave?
I am an open book, y'all. Ask me anything.
The book be open. Answer.
I've been begging for somebody to ask me a question.
I have a
always wanted to
question.
do a panel.
Can
Yeah.
I ask a question?
Go for it.
What does Nizar? Why does Nizar love bards so much?
So in the actual, it's actually funny because it's kind of tied into IRL me. Because any character I ever created, I have some type of aspect tied into me IRL. And the reason Nizar likes bards so much is because me IRL, I've always been huge into music. Music has been huge for me. So obviously knowing that bards go around spreading music and do it and try to convey moods and things of that nature with their music, and of course with some of them having healing powers and things of that nature, I've always been obsessed with bards, like IRL. I just thought that shit was really, really cool. And then of course the fact that you make music is like, dude, fuck yeah, I love music.
Yeah, I love music.
Fucking love music.
Alice asks, what was Diami's favorite moment on the SMP?
Oh shit. Oh damn. Favorite moment on SMP.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, dude. That's a solid question because I know for a fact I never had a moment where I was upset on the SMP. So I'd probably say favorite moment.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, dude. Probably.
Fuck, dude was my favorite moment too.
Shut the fuck.
Man, I loved it. The SMP where we fuck dudes.
No fucking shot.
Sex.
I'd go
S
ahead.
and SMP stands for sex. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I'll stop joking.
That's an SMP stand. No. Probably.
The fitness Grand Pacer test.
Jesus. Probably building with the Gremlin Raiders.
Gay.
Just spending time with everybody for the most part. Because like I said, I didn't have a lot of time on the SMP due to my work schedule and things of that nature. So every moment was, I tried to take it for everything I could.
Aww. Gremlin Raiders in chat right now. Give them a fucking hug. They need it.
Yeah.
Half of our team is gone.
Diami, who was better, Dante or Virgil?
I knew that as too.
I've always been a Virgil fan. Sorry.
I see. MV says, Diami, what was your in-character reaction to Inhuman Pico? What did you feel when you did not have that one person anymore? Only a hollowed husk forced to follow someone who sought peace with discard. Okay, here, listen here for a second though, MV. That is actually incorrect information too. What? Huh? I think the biggest misconception. Okay, I'm gonna interject with my personal thoughts and feelings. The biggest misconception of perfection is that it makes you a husk of yourself. That is the biggest misconception. The biggest misconception. People don't change. The only thing they don't have is the negative emotions. That is how perfection is different.
For me specifically, I wasn't just remade to not have my negative emotions. I was remade to be perfect for Origin.
I think
Yes and no.
I only
I
cared about Origin.
Peace with Destruction. Destruction is stuck by Pico's side because Destruction cared about Pico.
I think
Yeah,
that
but-
was mostly my fault because Death, during his lore and what was explained to him,
It's okay, Matt MV.
what he was explained genuinely made him think that being perfect made you a husk of yourself.
But you weren't the only
Hmm.
one that said that. There's
Several people thought that way.
Yeah, several people thought that and have stated that for a while. Which is kind of unfortunate because that's not the way I wrote it in. Perfection has never ever meant to be taking away what makes you yourself. That's I don't know. Maybe it's because of the way I personally feel things, like about like my personal IRL morals. I don't believe that having negative traits is what makes you yourself at your core. I think what makes you you is a combination of things, not just your negative traits. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's my personal morals, but it is not lore accurate that people who are perfected are a hollow husk of themselves. There's no such thing.
I just took the hollow husk thing as more like an insult kind of thing, where it's like not genuinely the truth of what it is, but it's just people's like, oh my god, why do I blank on words when I'm trying to explain things?
You're doing propaganda.
Yeah, kind of propaganda. Ignorance. There we go.
But regardless,
to answer that question, this actually goes back to me not having enough time on the SMP. I'm gonna spill a little bit of details that I had planned originally. I was gonna write a whole bunch of books as Dayami, because for those that were really up to date in the lore with Nizar and Dayami, even though Nizar was the controller of the body, Dayami could still see through his eyes and still hear through his ears. He just couldn't speak or anything of that nature. However, when Nizar would sleep, he would lose control of the body, which we got to see after who was it that struck me down at the wedding? I believe it was Noir. After Noir struck down Nizar, we got to see the concept of death is never really permanent. And we also got to see that Dayami still has partial control. So in character, Dayami was very distraught because Dayami really looked up to Pico in a lot of different ways. Dayami really enjoyed Pico. And Dayami just thoroughly thought the world of Pico. Nizar, on the other hand, thought it was a joke, which is why we had the face-off between Nizar and Pico, which Pico ultimately won and earned Nizar's respect in the process. So it was a whole bunch of fear on Nizar's end, but also was kind of a turning point in the character for Nizar.
I really like seeing Nizar grow as a character. That was fun.
Me too.
Oh, stop it. I already cried.
Miami, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Is Nizar middle name?
Shut the fuck up. I'm not calling Nizar Larry. Just,
okay.
Everybody please check out Woody's video. So you guys get the reference.
No, you're fine, Sif.
No, he's not Larry. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and end off that way.
All right.
Sif can have. Sorry.
Bye, Dayami. Take care.
I love you guys. This has been such an awesome experience. I've always wanted to do a panel, so this is super dope. So
That's
I
cute.
appreciate
You're
y'all.
adorable. Bye. Bye, Dayami.
I'll have y'all on the TV. I'll keep watching.
Bye. Okay, Sif. It's gonna be Sif, then Zenvex, then we'll go in order unless somebody else also needs to leave soon. Sif. So, your entire team went psycho in different directions. How did this personally affect your character's development in the direction you chose for your own character?
Sorry, it's gonna take me a second. Sif watching her entire team become people who they weren't before really drove her over the edge of madness and is what caused her to run away. Because she ended up bearing the load of the entire team. Pause, not like that. Where she thought she needed to fix everything and that she needed to save Silent Echo, and decided, I don't know if that's the word, that it would be better if she ran away since it was probably her fault, even though it wasn't.
So, how far away did you run?
Far far enough for me to damage my hooves. And if you know anything about goats, goat hooves are a little hard to break.
Yeah?
Probably like jumped off a cliff and forgot to hit combat mode. Probably.
Combat mode!
Forgot to double jump before landing.
Oh my god. Our team hive mind told us apart. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Your team was the most put together, and then you became the most split apart by the end. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Well, that's how they get you.
That's how they get you. Okay. If there are no questions for Siffy, I will not harass Siffy any longer.
Here, I'm saying I have a question.
Oh, okay. You didn't. My bad, bro. My bad. Go ahead.
When Drake said that you should take over Silent Echo, I want to know your genuine thoughts. The fuck was happening in that moment?
Like IRL or in character?
Both. I want to know.
It took me a second to stop and force myself to think, and I was really weighing the pros and cons because I didn't want to take Daro's thunder, but also Daro was being a little silly in the corner, and I was like, well, I guess. It was terrifying out of character. In character, it was even more terrifying.
So I'm guessing it was pretty terrifying when I made you co-leader of Silent Echo, huh?
No.
No.
That was outstanding.
You're like perfect chance to slack off, you said.
No. It's perfect because I get to manage people, which is one of my favorite things to do, but I'm not the leader. I'm not at the top. I'm below the top, which means
What do you mean? You're
I
at the
don't
top.
have to deal. Huh?
Who told you you're not at the top? Who told you you're not at the top? Who told you that?
I'm a bottom, so me. I said. Thank you. You heard it live on twitch.tv/this entire shared chat. Sif is a bottom, and I'm proud, actually. Bratty, and I'm proud.
Okay, Brat,
Hell
good
yeah.
for you. Happy for you.
Yeah.
Want a fucking
Yeah.
cookie?
Put some
Brat.
respect on my hood.
No.
would ya? Don't shine them.
You have to hear those I just told him about the team.
Wait, hold on. I forgot how to read English. Oh, I don't know what that means. Sorry.
Sif
I
has to
cannot
come back as a
comprehend
character,
English.
bro. It's over. Somebody is a fan of Sif's character, so they have to come back as a player.
Oh, no. I'm staff. I'm so sorry.
I'm literally a stalker. Thank you for being my stalker.
It's okay, Sif. We can make you like an NPC in season 2 or something.
What was your favorite build?
Me?
Yeah, when building your projects in the SMP, what was your favorite build?
I only ever built one thing in the SMP, and you may be like, what the fuck did Sif build? Hi, remember Valeria, our village,
Oh
where
my
there's
God.
totally nothing wrong with the basement? Yeah, so
Uh-huh.
there's actually one house, the masonry? Is that what it is? The carpenter masonry house? That is the only thing on the SMP I have ever built, and I'm so proud that it looks haunted.
Actually, you also built the thing for the Goddess of Peace.
And you also helped with
Oh shit!
building
The
garden.
Desmonia! Wait! The Desmonia
Yeah.
statue! Wait, I forgot about that!
Yeah.
The Goddess of Beast thing. What did I build for?
The dirt statue thing?
Oh, the Desmonia. That was for the bingo.
I thought it was
Yeah.
for Goddess of Peace.
No, that was Desmonia.
I see.
Yeah, but no, I'd say the totally not cult villager house was my favorite because it looks so unnerving against all of the other buildings in Valeri. Really makes you stop and think, who was the dumbass who built this? It was me. Thank you.
Your favorite SMP ship?
The fact that there's enough ships for there to be a favorite.
My favorite SMP ship is Sif X Gone. Thank you, Sif.
Bye, Siffy! Oh. Wow. Kind of gay, not gonna lie. That person was really fucking gay. Anyway, next questions are for Zenvex. Alright. I sure love grilling Zenvex. Zenvex, are you ready to get grilled?
Yeah.
Alright. So why did you spend such an insane amount of time killing slimes? How did you not go crazy? Did you go crazy? Are you okay? Should we seek a professional?
Hold on, I need to see if I still have the spreadsheet somewhere.
What the
So
fuck?
That's a answer right there.
No, so out of all the I keep telling people this, no one believes me, but I keep telling people this, but the most efficient way to grind everything in terms of like the PMMO levels and also the relics, I determined like would have to have been the magma slimes, because how the calculations were determined is that it's always on hit, so magma slimes always divide themselves, right? And even though they don't give as much as like killing wither skeletons, the fact that there's so many of them, you can kill so many of them all at once, made them really efficient. And also when we had relic XP drop, it would also give like a shit ton of relic XP, so I'd be leveling up all my relics. Like by the first week that I've already like discovered magma cubes and were killing them, I had almost every single relic in my inventory maxed to like some degree.
What?
Because people kept like raw doing it using like their own enchantment levels, but yeah, I mean they drop relic XP, and I was like that's so good. So
Thank you for the raid.
It was just really like at some point it was just efficient, but then I think after like the 100,000th like magma cube, I think I just really liked killing magma cubes. Like I just really liked killing them. Like I started having like, I mean there was like a miniature cult thing I was starting to, I built like a base, like there was like it got really weird. It got really weird and really bad, and then I was like, I gotta chill. I gotta chill out. There's too many magma cubes. So then by the 400,000th magma cube, I was like, I should probably just start doing something else. Because then I was just doing it for fun. I just wanted to do it for fun then. So yeah, I did go crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got it. Ideally, okay. So can we get your top 10 list of the best fighters on the SMP?
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
1 to 10.
Yeah, I took a screenshot of this before the player chats were hidden, so I gotta pull it up on my phone. Because I was in another state when this happened. 1 second.
Any questions, by the way, for Zanvex while we're waiting?
Guys, looking at chat, can you tell that MV's favorite character in the entire SMP is Zenvex?
What?
Kind of gay, not gonna lie.
I just want to know who the top 10 is without like including.
Thank you for the follow, best gamer.
The best gamer 0215
including
just
gods.
joined the Grim
I want to see actually both. I want to hear both. I want to hear both. I want to hear both.
Objectively speaking, if you were to put someone in like a legitimate fight, like it's not like a scripted fight or like and then no one has any of their equipment and they're all given the same stuff. So this is what the circumstances are. I would say, do you want me to start from the bottom?
Start from the bottom, yeah.
Okay, from
happy early birthday.
Number 10 would probably be it'd probably be Tomato, is what I determined.
Number 10, Tomato,
Tomato
okay.
has a really good strategy, but everyone else on this list has like some way that easily counters the strategy. So Tomato is insane, and what he'll do is he'll just go really low health and go really fast and spread a lot of fire everywhere. But if you get hit once, you're pretty much dead, and that happened a lot to Tomato during the later fights because people started to realize that.
That's very unfortunate for them, not for me though.
It is unfortunate, but if Tomato had like a slightly different strategy, I think he would have probably been higher on this list. But he really stuck to it. Like he really all in on it, and I think I appreciate that a lot. Number 9 is probably Blitzy.
Like that.
I've only seen Blitzy fight approximately 3 times, so I didn't have too much data, but every single fight they were doing really well with. Blitzy is a really thinking fighter, which means they're always like waiting for someone else to do the next move, which is really good because a lot of people that kind of overthink and then fight Blitzy almost end up getting killed, especially during the Blitzy boss fight. Like all things aside, I think the way how they were like pursuing people and zoning people off was really smart. I think it was really cool, and it shows like a fair amount of like experience on like not just 1v1s but like 1v many, which is a lot harder to do, I feel like. Number 8 is Lapin. I only have good data from Lapin from the first half because after that he just became like the jester, so it was hard. So he pretty much almost never fought after that. But Lapin's, every time I saw Lapin fight, he would almost always have the immediate advantage, which I think is always like really important because if you have the advantage in a fight and you're able to keep it, then you win. Number 7 would have to be. Oh, this is really hard. I was really thinking about this too, but it has to be Eindrik.
Okay.
Eindrik is in the entire SMP the best zoner. He knows effectively how to like keep people away from certain areas and trap them into certain like places they're really uncomfortable at. Whether or not he just like uses the arrow storm, whether or not he just like is moving in a certain way. Especially when it was like Eindrik and 2 other people versus me. Eindrik was really, really good at making sure that anytime I stepped backwards and wasn't looking towards him, he would push me like really hard or stab me. I think it was really good. And I mean, just aside of other things that I've seen him fight, he's easily the best zoner of the entire game, in my opinion. This is where it starts getting a little bit more biased, but number 6 is Carly. Carly is very ruthless of a fighter.
I love
Carly's
fighting
really good
Carly.
at dodging.
I love
things you
Carly.
don't want to have to go against people at all. It's a very scary thing. Yeah, I think during the tail end of a lot of the PvP, I see Carly like always continuously improve, and I think it's amazing because some people hit a ceiling where like they feel like they're good enough and they're just practicing, but Carly continued to improve up until the very end. So I thought that was
I also
pretty
kept on
good.
adding new things to my kit.
I think it was really good.
Part of what makes Carly so scary to fight.
Forgotten.
You're number 5?
Oh, you're right. Oh, speaking of which, number 5 is Spoopy. Spoopy, what used to be like number 10 on this list, but moved all the way up to number 5 because they take what Eindrick does in being a good zoner, but they take it even better because they're also good at positioning around enemies, and they have a lot of knowledge on how a lot of the weapons work. So I noticed that they would always like change how they would approach a fight the second someone would switch to weapon. Like it was really apparent. The only problem that they had were they were a little hesitant, which unfortunately is the reason why you're not higher on this list, because a lot of the reason why you lose fights, Poopy, is because you hesitate just a little bit at the wrong moment. But every fight that you never hesitate in, you always win.
That's wild. Why? How'd I go to 5? What?
Specifically, Super, I hate to say this, but when I was going over footage, the second I know you hesitate is when you step back and you accidentally hit spacebar. Every single time I see you do that, you've always lost the fight like 5 minutes after.
Crazy.
Tell me why, as I'm hearing Zen talk,
Like you even see it. It's really unfortunate.
I see you and your partner flirting on Twitter.com.
I am doing multiple things about yes.
Okay, continue the list, please.
Number 4, I would have to say is Sardina. Sardina is one of the hardest people to deal with in a straight-up melee clash. A lot of the fights don't end up becoming melee clashes a lot later in the game, but during I'd say like early mid game when people were just like swinging at each other, I think Sardina had one of the best like styles of going about it with a longsword and using I forgot what the ability is called. But I mean, one could just say, oh, you could just use the ability and like that's it. But I mean, using the ability was really hard, and also being able to know when to back off and keep going is like absolutely invaluable. I think it really makes a difference.
Fuck yeah.
Number 3 is you, Fee. I think you're gonna be surprised. You're gonna say, oh, but I'm not really that good at PvP. I had a lot of like other people's weapons, but it's really hard for like if a doctor picked up a hammer, they wouldn't immediately use it as well as another craftsman. You know, but you're someone who is able to just pick up people's tools and use them to like really good effectiveness. And mixing that with around other people's kits make you not just like a good fighter, but a versatile one. So you're ready for a lot of different scenarios, and when you were doing all your practices, you kept getting better and better, and you were learning a little bit faster how other people work more than how they think they work themselves. Like you would be able to spot their weaknesses before people would spot their own weakness, and using that you would learn from their weaknesses to improve yourself. So I thought that was really good.
I'm gonna cry. That's so nice. What? Thank you.
Number 2 is Daro.
Not surprising.
is very relentless, but what really makes him like the number 2 is that he is really good at finishing people off. There's a certain moment in every fight where like Daro has the advantage, and the second he has the advantage, you're dead. You're instantly dead. Like he is good at just like it's really hard in fights to like land a decisive blow, and eventually like late game a lot of the fights lasted like really long. Like some of them would go like 10 minutes long. But all of Daro's fights are a lot shorter because as soon as Daro has you in his grasp, he crushes you. Like you're dead instantly. There's like a lot of fights I can even reference, like just a lot of your practices. When I fought Daro during the Masquerade, he popped so many of my totems almost instantly as soon as I like made a mistake, and it was pretty crazy. He was one of the most vicious players I've ever fought
Daro
against in like the history of Minecraft.
Is so much fun to fight. I think the person I sparred with the most was Daro.
Yeah,
like it'd be
Daro's
late at
such
night
a
and be
great
like,
player.
hey, fight me, and he'd always fight me. I love him. My favorite
And
shork.
Number one is it is biased, but I have to say it is Woody. What me and Woody have been fighting since the mid half of like the SMP. And Woody, what's our score again? I think it's like 38 to 37. We fought so many times. And we had like, I had literally like hours of footage of like us fighting each other, and every time I would fight him, Woody would always get better. The only problem Woody had is that when he fought literally anyone else, he would always get a little bit more nervous, and I think that was messed up because he would always keep killing me. In fact, we had a very final fight on the very last day, and that took like 20 minutes, and he was able to beat me after like us using every single thing we've ever had. But what makes Woody like a top 1 fighter is he kind of incorporates a lot of the things that everyone else has. He's not the best zoner, but he's really good at zoning. He's not the best at like critical thinking, but he is a good enough thinker that if you're caught lacking, then he'll know. And he isn't as good as Dar at finishing people off, but if you see that flail above your head, you are dead. And that's just how it is. So I would have to say Woody's number 1.
I think Woody's one of the first people that I ever fought. And I have, since getting better, never lost to Woody. Woody, I will never lose to you. I refuse to lose to you. I refuse to lose to you.
No joke, dude.
I have never lost to Woody, and it will never happen.
That's my top 10 list. It's my very biased, but it is my top 10 list.
So who would you replace the gods with, in terms of other players?
Gods with?
Yeah.
Like, replace each gods with each particular player?
I guess, yeah, like, what would the list be if there was no gods in there? Like, even just, like, listing it off, like, 1 through 10.
Well, it pretty much, the people that would fill in afterward, because you, Blitzy, and Lapin are the 3 people that are in there. So the people that would have to end up replacing you is probably Pico, Chappie, and Bunny, in that exact order.
And they're both pretty good. All of them are pretty good fighters.
Pico's really
He said Bunny's very aggressive.
Yeah, Bunny is extremely aggressive.
As aggressive or more aggressive than Carly?
I would say she's more, but that doesn't. But being really aggressive doesn't make you necessarily. Even if Bunny knows she's losing, she'll run towards you. That's the kind of aggressive that she has. She'll come at you with half a heart, which she has done multiple times, and then die. But it's terrifying.
No sense of fear. I've seen it once, I think, and it's great.
Like that she came into the SMP drunk as fuck and was like, "Please fight me."
It was great.
All I remember is when I first started, I really struggled to fight both Iron Drake and Pico. I don't know what it was, but straight from the start, I really struggled to fight Iron Drake and Pico. I don't know, you guys
slippery. I just gave
you are
me a bunch
slippery.
of shit to help them fight better because I saw the fighting style and I was like, okay, this will help you.
Yeah, giving me special sign was the best thing you could have done.
It was so fun fighting Fee, like watching them actively learn how to use the combat system and how to fight better with the weapons they had. It was so fun, and it was so, I felt so proud whenever.
Speaking of people that I think are really cool, I think Sardina has a really fun fighting style. I love how aggressive Sardina is when they fight. Genuinely, it's so much fun. I find it to be a very entertaining challenge. Sardina.
I wonder who that's about.
Hmm?
I wonder who that's about. Not me, surely.
No, it's about you.
Subbing.
Is there a problem?
Subbing.
Is there a problem? Your word, right?
About it.
I'm a little surprised you put me above Sardina though, because I've rarely won to like against Sardina ever. That's what's confusing
me. If
me.
you were to put a bunch of people against other people, like it's kind of hard because some people naturally counter each other. But this is what I objectively think. Like, if everyone had the same tools and kits and were put in the same conditions and fought like right now, that's who I think would people who would win the most is how that list is oriented. It is of course biased, but
I mean fair. Still very interesting though. I do like your list.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I would put Chappie on the list, but Chappie is like
Chappie's a weird fighter.
Chappie's not here though, so I can absolutely say this, and there will be no pushback from Chappie immediately. But I will say that Chappie isn't high on this list, but even though that Chappie is like the one person I absolutely would never want to fight ever, because when you fight Chappie, even if you kill him, you never feel like you're winning at all. They'll waterboard you, they'll put you in lava, they'll put you summon snowmen, they'll summon iron golems, they'll summon they'll do all sorts of stuff that
fighting Chappie is not fun.
It's absolutely not fun. It's one of the worst experiences I've personally had.
It's how I felt fighting Belf. Belf spams their fucking little tornadoes, and I fucking hate that. So I would not like fighting Belf or Chappie. Who else would I not like fighting?
We have like chaos and stuff, but I feel like fighting Chappie is like the equivalent if he went against like Discord from My Little Pony. Just anything
He
can
gives you
happen.
50 million debuffs when you fight them. It's kind of
The thing is,
insane.
it doesn't even matter if I would win. I don't want to win. I don't want to bother trying to win.
I just don't want to be here anymore.
Your FPS so much with the fucking bird mask. I think.
Oh my god.
That is
Oh
so
my
awful
God.
to go through.
I actually hate it.
Chappie has the whole SMP like, man, I don't want to play anymore.
I don't want to play anymore.
I don't want to play anymore.
I don't want to be here.
They will sooner cause your computer to crash than they will kill you, I feel like.
If Chappie could have figured out a way to crash someone's computer during a fight, I imagine they would have done so.
They did. They at some point did, and I remember them like turning around to me and going, "Sardina, I'm going to use this on PvP."
Oh, that sounds about right though.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I do have to
Concept
head out.
SMP Masquerade.
I will see you later, Carly.
Bye.
Bye. And I know Zenvex is heading out too. Goodbye, Zenvex. I'll see you later.
I will see you guys later. It has been fun.
It's been a fucking joy. What?
The will do, sir.
At you, more like.
Pay them. My bad.
Crazy. I am thinking about season 3 being a murder mystery horror genre. We will see. But who do I get to bully next?
Oh boy.
Who do I get to bully next? I'm going to bully Rift. You're next.
Here we go.
What was it like being the god of death?
Being the god of death, going into it, when it came to like how I wanted death to be, and it in Death's lore, Death actually is stated to be a recluse. Death when the players arrive, only decided to put enough faith in Silent Echo to actually like give them a test trial, like a trial phase, to see if he could trust them. And when it came to like the whole Death himself, like during his corruption arc, I had to like fake be nice because that's how I wanted it to be. And it kind of like really hurt having to like be the fake version of Death to like a lot of the cute moments that like Spoopy and Eindrake had when it came to Momo and I third wheeling them at one point. And now that I get to be the Death I want to be after my corruption arc, I can say I am very happy that I get to finally, show the compassion I wanted to give Silent Echo and Pico and other team members. Oh no, that was about summed for that question.
All right, in that case, your next question.
Oh boy.
What's it like to be a submissive tsundere brat?
I saw this coming. I knew this was gonna be on there, and I was like, I'm waiting. Bring it.
So then what's the answer?
You know what? No, I'm gonna embrace the hell out of it. Pico can belittle Death all she wants. I do not care. Momo can be cutesy all she wants. I do not care. I will embrace the tsundere aspect and be happy with the outcome that I accidentally made Death a tsundere.
That was very funny.
It's so
God.
fun.
It was literally my improv kicking in, and I am happy with the result.
Hell yeah. Happy for you. Any questions in chat? Kind of makes sense. Death being a tsundere makes sense.
Like if you go, who the fuck asked that?
Funny enough, that question was written by Pico.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh yeah, bring up the tsundere thing. It'd be funny.
So I made a variation of it on the spot just now. So my bully.
It was a good question. It was a very good question for Death's development.
Any questions for Rift? Going once. Going twice. Your mom. All right, perfect, great. Moving on to the next questions.
You know what? It makes sense since they bullied me during the vote.
God.
True. What made him think of it? What made you think of Tomato as a brother, Rift?
Okay, so Tomato as a character, even towards Death, was very like relatable and like very chill. Always saw like whenever Death spoke to him, it was like a bright side to everything. Even in the saddest moments, Tomato would find some way to make Death happy. And Death legit at one point just started considering Tomato as a brother, and I do not regret the decision to make Death see Tomato that way, because Tomato, we both Tomato is a friend to Momo, and Death sees Momo as a love interest, and that is something they can get along with, is the fact that they will protect Momo. They will kill for Momo. So Death is technically Yandere too, so there you go, fun fact.
Oh god.
Yandere, tsundere, crazy shit.
Death
All right.
at one point in lore straight up told Diami to tell Nizar, if you touch Momo, I will kill you.
So the next person that we're gonna go to has to be Momo, because Momo's on a tight time limit here. So if you have any questions for Momo, guys, please ask in chat now. Any questions for Momo, please ask in chat. And I have one question for you. It's a two-parter question, rather. But it's together, all right, Momo?
Yeah.
What was at the bottom of the well? Is it nice down there? What's at the bottom of the well?
At the bottom of the well?
Did you get concussion?
No,
Do you need
actually,
ibuprofen?
I'm fine. So at the bottom of the well, there's nothing. It just kept going, you know? And then, eventually it became nothing.
Uh-huh.
There's a nice couch down there, though.
A couch! Casting couch?
Casting?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
about
no.
to say casting couch. Casting couch.
Uh-oh.
How's the casting couch?
Yeah,
You sound nervous.
you mentioned casting couch. I got nervous. No, but there's I don't know, maybe you'll have to find out in season 2 if I get in.
Hey, yo! Okay. Good cliffhanger this. Excuse me, Momo? What? What's wrong? Chastity couch? No.
What?
Casting couch.
Don't worry about it, Alice. Don't worry about it. Spoopy says, Momo, what's your favorite build?
Oh, is that the two-parter?
This is from Spoopy. This is a chat question.
Oh, okay.
The two-parter was the two
favorite
questions there.
build- Huh?
I already asked the two-parter question. You're good.
Oh, you did? Okay. Oh, did I need ibuprofen? I always need ibuprofen.
Good point.
Actually, I can't take ibuprofen because of my medication, IRL, so...
That is really unfortunate. So if you have a headache, you should deal with it, basically.
Yep.
That's lame. My condolences.
But yeah, my favorite build... Oh god. I built a lot. Oh god, what the fuck? I'm trying to remember all the builds. I guess despite me ending up... I don't know if you ever saw it, Fee, at the end. Despite... Actually, no, oh man, I don't know. Okay, I have two answers. My cottage, because I'm a huge cottagecore kid. I love building cottages and that kind of stuff. And my other answer was the statue that I did for you as a offering kind of thing.
I loved that place, by the way. That made me so happy. I wish you guys spent more time there. I went there to write quite often too.
In character, when I got mad at you after I forget. Oh my god, I went and I ran up and I destroyed it.
Oh! Wild! Okay, I'm gonna go cry about that now. No biggie, guys. No biggie. I'm just gonna cry about that now. It's fine.
No,
Hi, Lukey.
because I even double checked those. Like, did the thing saved, right? So, like, the world saved. So
I'm gonna cry about it.
Hesitant to make. I removed
Tomato
the person holding the world.
has a question for you. What inspired the Momo and Limbo connection with Diami?
So that was just pure coincidence. It was literally just before Diami had his crash out and like talking about voices, because I believe me and Tomato were
literally watching the stream together in the game. But before that, I was in a RP moment with Galaxia, Pico, and I think Carly was there. And I briefly mentioned something about hearing something, and it was then brought up about me hearing voices because I had wrote it down in my lore book. And then as we were watching Diami sing, he was talking about voices as well. So it was like a connection that I was like, ayo, wait, what? Hang on. We could make this a thing. So then I contacted Diami and we then
I have a question.
Fuck yeah, give me 1 second, because chat had a question first. So let me get to that first. Which ferret was your favorite of the 20? You can't dodge the question.
No, I can't. That's not fair. They're all my children.
You have to choose one.
Well, oh man, I have to pick Appa because he's an actual IRL ferret.
I love ferrets so much. I used to have a ferret. They're so cute. Also, congrats on being forklift certified.
Can I pick two? Because Ollie and Appa are both IRL ferrets.
Only one.
Oh.
Get shit on.
Okay.
What was your question?
What does Momo currently feel for death?
I feel like that might be a spoiler.
Pre-season 2 and pre-finale.
Okay,
That's
so
gay.
I don't think Momo really, because like Momo's never been really close with other people. She's always been connected with wildlife and animals because of where she came from. She was very tragically mistreated and outcast because of her looks of like being part ferret. Think of like the faunus from Ruby.
I wouldn't bully you.
My world, they fucking hated me, but so she never really got close to anyone, so she doesn't really understand the concept of love. I think deep down she does kind of have feelings, but she feels like that she doesn't deserve them in a sense. Like it's not like, I don't know, she kind of like doubts it, like, oh, nobody's gonna love me like that kind of thing.
Now
So,
I'm
yeah.
sad.
That is very sad.
Now
I
I'm
would adore you.
sad.
Can I touch the tail though? Please.
Rewarding everyone who was mean to Momo. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Can I touch the tail?
Can you touch my tail? Yes, you can.
Yeah!
Silent Echo has more love issues than I do.
We have Phantom.
Damn.
All right. Next person I'm going to is Woody.
Oh shit.
Woody,
Yep.
where is the dirt?
In the Dirt Museum.
Yeah? What kind of dirt museum is this, huh? One that fails at their job of preserving things, huh? Is that what it is?
No, the Dirt Museum looks kind of like a dick, but that doesn't
A what?
really matter.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Okay, if it's a
You put the dirt in your dick?
I'm sorry, how has nobody figured that one out?
You put the dirt in your dick? It's kind of weird, bro. Not gonna lie. Ew. Bro, you good? That's how you get
Is the
infections.
special dirt at least on display in the dirt museum, or did
Yeah. It's the one in one of the rooms.
God?
I know which one, and
Bro.
I know where I placed it.
Wow.
Thank you, Evie, for saying all that, and then just also, what the fuck?
It was a very, very hard night, not gonna lie, for me. Like the stream, the day, it was
Mhm.
very stressful that day.
Yeah, I can tell. How do you get rid of a dirt gift, bro? Alright. How do you feel about Sardina blowing up your mountain home? Anything you want to say to Sardina about that?
Why?
I checked. I did not blow your mountain up. I checked.
It's around.
Around. I didn't. That probably was a creeper or something. That was not me.
Wow.
The giant hole in the ground wasn't you.
Yeah, okay,
Wow.
that one was just me getting rid of all the powder snow because I hated it since day one.
Well.
And I said it.
Grasp of Noah is really good at beefing with each other. Not gonna lie.
I did not blow your mountain up, Woody.
I was like the whole time in the arena. I just came finally back to the base, and I just saw like holes and like what's happening here?
Woody found me and he's like, what happened? I was like, oh yeah, Sardina was blowing shit up. He's like, that's my house.
That's my house. Goes hard. Okay. So.
It's okay. I can find. I can get rid of it completely if you need me to.
We can build
No.
Finish the job.
Finish the job. Put it out of its misery. Any questions, by the way, for Woody while I get ready to ask the next question? I have one last question for Woody, but if you have any chat questions for Woody, let me know. Woody, did you enjoy Trickster's COD gift?
Yeah, actually, I actually laughed at it. I'm not gonna lie.
Even though it didn't help you at all?
It didn't help at all. I was thinking, I was going to ask Steph like if it would count, like if. Yeah, it's when I got it, I was like, yeah, I think I'm not getting forgiven.
Would you like to give context to chat?
But aren't you Trickster's favorite?
Oh, I am Trickster's favorite.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for Mr. Woody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I missed it. What was the outcome of the prank in the village?
The what now?
The fishing dock village. You set up all those pranks for Sardina.
Oh no, that was not me. No, I pranked Pico with a maze. I did.
I had to solve a maze and he made me think that there was a cat that was gonna die.
Wait, that was you that got. I heard that was you that got put in that maze.
No, I mean into the season when you were using shaved
the finale.
tomato. When you were using shaved tomato as a test subject.
Oh, that's what. Okay, yeah. That. So that house was basically a last resort. Like if it took a while, I could just lure Sardina in there and just laugh at Sardina.
What?
It basically teleports you everywhere, around, inside, outside. That didn't matter. So.
Oh yeah, you missed it too.
Oh,
You're a monster.
Yeah, the
now
trap
I
that
know
they
what you're
had for
talking
me
about.
at the end of the season.
What was that?
All the cobwebs.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, it was a lot of traps.
MV says,
scary to see.
Woody, why and how are you a menace?
I don't think I'm a menace. I think I'm very friendly towards people.
You can be friendly and be a menace,
Like, honestly, I'm never on my bad side, so...
You're never on your own bad side, you said?
Yeah.
That's not... That's called making yourself happy. What? What the fuck? Woody,
Yeah.
you are a freak. Respectfully.
Thank you. I take that as a compliment.
What?
You should have anticipated that.
Really?
Okay. Ooh. I guess Elsie ended up not showing up. Sad. Who's gonna go?
Alright.
Momo.
Yeah.
Bye, Momo. Take care. I'll see you later.
I might, if this is still going on, like 2 hours later, I'll probably be back, but I don't know if it is or not. I'm not sure.
Sardina, real quick.
Good night, Envy, as well.
Bye. See you later, Momo.
Bye, Momo.
Bye, Momo.
Bye, Momo.
Sardina, I'm going to ask you questions, and then you're gonna go lay down.
Fine, I think, so far.
No, I saw your message in the staff chat. Nice try.
Oh,
By the way, Sardina's chat, and their girls that are listening right now for sure. Sardina says, Changing my status declined. Started feeling sick midway through the panel, and I feel like I need to lay down. Sobs. Which means, after this next question, Sardina sleeps. Right? Okay.
Yes.
Do you regret being an absolute manipulative cunt to every single person around you for 3 whole months just to see your wives?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, no, I do not regret it. If I would do it all again if it meant going back to my family, which I sadly ended up doing through the wrong means, as you can see by Carly's and credits.
Which you guys haven't watched that yet, you totally should. I don't know if we're gonna have time to get around to watching that on stream today, so I want to get to the questions quickly, but there is a video that Carly made. It's an unlisted video. Go check it out. Let me grab that link real quick, because I think they put it in the side chat. One moment. Briefly. Go check out Carly's unlisted video. It is a credits from season 1 that shows a teaser as well for season 2. So,
And it has
consider
lore for
checking
the
it
two
out.
of us,
Uh-huh.
for both Carly and me.
So then, in my last question for you, Sardina, before you go rest inevitably. And chat, do you have any questions for Sardina before we let Sardina go after this question? Any questions for Sardina, please? So, Sardina. Chat wants to know. The other players want to know. Carly wants to know. Good thing Carly isn't here. Tell us how you really feel about Carly.
Okay. Well, Carly is a wonderful person.
Uh-huh.
I need to say that. She is a very good friend. She is very supportive. And I think that she deserves the world.
Okay.
I am sadly not the one who should be giving the world to her.
Oh yeah? Who should it be then, if not you?
To me. Anyone. Someone.
What if
who
she hates you because you rejected
deserves
her?
More.
How would that make you
Well,
feel about your friendship? Would you no longer care about her?
I do care about her. I will always care about her, just not in the way she wants me to.
Can we get a ban on Sardina, please? For making an epic reference?
Look, that is what I said when she rejected me. When I rejected her. I am just quoting what I said. Good answer.
Yeah.
Sis. Thank you, monkey.
/ban. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys banning
Yeah,
them.
She deserves the world, just not
Deserved.
Destruction's world.
All
Thank
right.
you, tomato.
Any questions for Sardina before I force Sardina to leave the call? I only have one more person to ask questions to, as far as I can see here.
God,
Hold
I
on.
would like to stay for
I
that
know
question,
why.
though.
Spoopy, you did not put your name in the forum for today. So, let me think.
Oh wait, did we also Frost questions?
I do.
Frost has questions, yes. I was the last person, yes. I'm gonna ask Frost their questions, but Pico, I'm giving you a Jorb. Jorb.
Okay.
Sardina and Pico, you have a Jorb. Go to the document and write out questions for Spoopy, because Spoopy didn't put their name down! Everyone shame Spoopy!
I'm sorry.
It'll be okay, Spoopy.
No, bad. Alright, Frost. How did it feel to know that Sardina didn't care about Frost the way that Frost cared about her?
Devastating.
Devastating. Elaborate on the devastation.
For Frost, the family was all they had. Like literally, the grasp of Null was all they had. So finding out the people they viewed as family, specifically as their mother figure, didn't think of them that way in the slightest, was crushed their very world.
How soul crushing was it?
They went into the pits of despair and decided that nothing mattered.
And then truly nothingness.
Yeah, they truly believed nothing matters after that.
So, I'm sorry, I'm having a ball with this because now I realize I can bully you. Did you end up fighting Sardina in the end?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was part of the group that,
Was that out of love, vengeance, hatred, a mixture of emotions?
was mostly a desire to keep, like, a vain attempt to keep what Frost still viewed as family. Whether the family saw them back that way, it was like, I see you this way, and I will do what I can to keep you.
Interesting. So then, what was the internal struggle like regarding the Knoll family? For your character?
It was difficult, especially when Pico and Sardina both left. So for a while they just kind of kept going with it, but they thought that Knoll didn't care about the people, so it was a big turmoil. It was like Frost viewed this as a genuine family, not just a family in name. So whenever they found out people didn't have that same sentiment, they questioned whether anyone actually cared about the family or Frost specifically.
So then, Sardini, I have a question for you.
Yes?
If you could say one thing to your daughter right now, what would you say? Sorry, not daughter. Non-daughter.
Ouch.
I lied to make things easier on all of us. I did care about you, and I did care about Pico. And
But not in the way that they wanted you to?
No, I wanted it to be easier for you to get rid of me. Even when I knew you wouldn't keep trying.
Any questions from chat for Frost? While we all think about how awful that was just now. Sardina, you're a freak. Can't believe you.
I am the villain.
You are
Shout out to
not,
Sardina
yeah, you're not just a
saying
villain,
that
you're
I
the
reminded
villain.
them of their kid just to go, you're not my family.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was all in the same book.
That is like the same. That is what I mean. Every single time she was contradicting herself because she didn't want to make those connections, but she still had them. Like that's
I might be stupid, but I do want to question.
Made themselves.
Which kid? Which kid do I remind you of?
Burger.
Fuck yeah! I love Burger.
You need to know. You need to know. Burger was made specifically with the intention to be happy, and Pico was made for kindness. Burger was made for happiness.
Question from chat from Tomato to Frost. They ask her, what prompted making the house on the spawn tree?
Oh, the perfect home.
Yes. It was quite perfect.
I thank you. I just like the idea of hanging or floating islands and stuff like that. So I was just like, I can hang it. I like the moment I got permission to hang it from the tree, I was like, fuck yes, I'm doing that. Of course I'm doing that.
Hell yeah.
Also, I just love amethyst also, so I just had to put it as like the shiny rocks underneath.
I hope you like that I put like three Daro portraits hidden in your house there as well.
I hope you liked all the cats that spawned in your house.
I appreciated all of this, yes.
I think I specifically hid one behind a bookshelf.
I don't think I found that one.
Okay, so the next questions, the last questions, are going to be for Spoopy, and these are mean.
No.
I did not write these.
It's okay. I deserve them for being a dum-dum.
So you understood in light creation at one point, correct?
Yes.
So
Technically, I like them from that point on.
what was your reaction then to Origin remaking Maelstrom? Once again.
It was like watching a friend making a mistake you know that they're going to regret down the line. Like, I part of me wanted to run there and be like, no, this isn't you. You've grown. You're better than this.
But it was specifically requested. It was specifically requested. All I'm saying, All I'm saying is, it was requested. All right. Then,
Yep.
this one's gonna be mean specifically.
I just wanted to say goodbye. I'm being put down.
Goodbye, Sardina. I'll see you later. Have a great night. Take care of yourself. Take care of your back, and I'll see you later. Don't ever do this ever again.
Yeah, go rest.
Go sleep. Rest.
Night, sir.
Bye.
There we go. And if she does it again, I will be telling on her every single time. So, now, the last question for you, Spoopy. Now, I did not write this. Why Drake, the fumbler?
Of course. That's one.
Okay. To be very fair, I never originally intended to go with any romance plots. The one that came into consideration at the time was maybe Daro, because at that point, Daro has been one of the people I've spent the most time with, but I would have talked it out with Daro first. Ultimately, when Drake did leave the note behind of the confession in the confession booth, which was really funny, I thought, by the way. I know we kind of misunderstood each other, but at that moment I was like, holy fuck, am I gonna go through with this? I was like, fuck it. We ball, and we ball hard. And despite all of the mistakes along the way, there's something endearing about just having a dork trying desperately trying to save you from certain death and making the worst mistakes ever. Lovingly, of course.
Amazing.
Oh man, even when our partner does something stupid, we still love them, right?
You're lovable, though. You're good.
Good night, Sardina. Sleep well. All right. Any questions for Spoopy? Any questions for Spoopy in chat or in the VC?
I have a question.
Okay.
So what brought Spoopy as a character to experiment for herself on the cures and ingredients?
So a part of me wanted to just be as helpful as possible on the SMP. This is like me as a person and as a player, and I saw that through potions. Potions is something that you can easily rely on, and so I made this whole alchemy lab, which was first the greenhouse that I set up, where I had like notes written down for every single potion in the SMP, and throughout all of the quests, I was the one handling most of the potions because I just wanted to make myself really valuable because I didn't know how to fight for my life at that point. It just so happened then I used the whole alchemy storyline then with my character taking it a bit too much to the extreme, with starting to do dangerous experiments to figure out, how do I help Death solve this dilemma with their daughter? So I just kept pushing the buttons there more and more.
Evil. Also, those were the last questions that I personally had for everybody, I think. Am I missing anyone? I shouldn't be missing anyone, but if I am, I will throw myself off a cliff. Fantastic.
I think we got all of them.
Okay, so I intended for way more to happen during this panel. The questions took way longer than I expected, which is not a bad thing. We had almost 5.5 hours of questions to ask. We might go over the lore, favorite moments, and Season 2 thoughts and hopes before the panel starts tomorrow. For those who are here tomorrow, for tomorrow's panel, it'll be mostly in-character gaming, which will be truly in-character, so everyone's going to be required to stay in character for the entirety of each match in the games we're playing. Thank you. Bye, guys. I'll see you later. Chat, say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.